No.
No, yeah, you're gonna come in now.
Am I being detained?
Yes,
For what?
because right now you are doing something suspicious.
That's not a reason to detain anybody.
Well, it is for Diana. Come on.
It's really not.
Don't
So I'm
sign
just gonna
that.
stay here and continue recording.
Okay. You're gonna come in and we're gonna find out who you are and what you're doing here.
No, you're not.
Okay. All right, who's got cuffs? She does not want to go agreeably. Okay.
I'm being detained for just taking pictures of the building.
Yes, ma'am. You're doing something suspicious, and we need to know who you are and why you're doing it. Okay?
Familiar with the First Amendment?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's go away. Come on.
Wow.
I tried to do this nicely. We're gonna check your IDs too.
Oh.
you like that? You gonna like that? Da 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 da. Like that? How you like that? Da da da. Hell yeah, AD.
I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead end highway. Fighting that storm run through my veins like a shot down tailspin airplane. I'm scared of living and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath. But I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead end highway.
Oh, no, I'm not going in.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all that stuff. Yeah, no. Under the 379 statutes, it pertains to Fish and Wildlife Commission officers. I do have a valid fishing license and I'm clearly going fishing. Unless you suspect me of a crime, have committed a crime, or about to commit a crime.
Okay, so I have had numerous calls.
That's fine.
From citizens.
Right.
Okay? So at this point, right now, all I'm trying to do is just identify you.
You don't have.
Hey, listen.
I have.
Listen.
There has to be a crime, man. I'm not breaking the law.
So, and it doesn't have to be a commission of a crime.
Bruh.
And it could be the investigation.
You can investigate all you want.
But listen.
But
so at this point, for us, this is a suspicious person.
And I'm telling you, I'm going fishing. We've just dispelled the suspicion part now. We're past suspicion.
What I'm saying is the suspicion part isn't over for me because how do I know that you were allowed to carry? How do I know that you're not a convicted felon?
Florida?
You're not supposed to be
Florida.
with
Here, I can pull up a case law for you. It's called Florida versus JL. Yeah.
Can I see your ID?
I don't answer questions.
You know that I have to ask you for your ID?
No, I don't. I don't answer questions. Can you like step back? It's like you're in my personal space.
You're in our personal space.
No, you come up to me. So get back. Can you like get away from me, please?
Fine. I have the right as well to be on a
Yeah, but not in my personal space.
Not in your personal space.
Yeah, I have to back up because you're in my personal space.
Okay, could you please?
Now you're like a foot away from me.
Yes, sir, I am.
See, look at that, people. A foot.
Could you please back up, sir?
I have the right to film anything I see in public.
Yes, sir, but you have to understand it as
I don't care what you have to say.
take a over here.
No. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Do not touch me.
For your safety of mine, I didn't ask you if you have any weapons on you.
I have not done anything wrong. I don't have to answer any questions that you were asking me of. Go, get away from me. Don't touch me.
I don't have to, sir. This is a public sidewalk. Huh?
Yeah, and you don't have the right to touch me neither.
Actually, yes, I do.
No, you don't. Unless I committed a crime. So get away from me. Get away from me. Don't go near me.
Can I see your ID?
What's up?
Open the door. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, you can talk to me right here, man. What's up, man?
I need you to come outside and talk to me real quick.
Okay, why?
I have some questions to ask you. Come on out.
Okay, ask them. I'm in bed, man. You're scaring my dogs. What's going on?
I need you to come out face to face.
All right, man. Well, I'm going back to bed.
Come on out.
No, listen, tell me what's going on. I'm going back to bed.
I'm investigating something right now. I need you to come out so I can talk to you.
Okay, well, ask me anything you want, man. For what?
I just explained it to you. I need to ask you some questions.
Okay, ask away. You don't need me to come out there to ask the damn
Yes,
question.
I do.
Go back to bed.
Yes, I do. I need you to come out here and talk.
You don't need to come to the door without a warrant. These cops left after 7 minutes.
What's up?
So now you're leaving.
Sure, why not?
What was the point of you coming up here? Is what I want to know. And I want your badge number and your name.
I'm admiring the vehicle.
Okay, what's your badge number?
16852.
Okay, name?
Montez Yoker, right here.
Okay. Perfect.
You know, you guys should be protecting us. You guys should be helping us out.
Protecting you guys.
Yeah, when things go wrong. Not coming and fucking with us when we're not doing anything
I haven't
wrong.
bothered anybody. Have I
but
talked
you
to
coming
anybody?
up here and doing
Have I
this
talked
crap?
to anybody?
Dude, if I was a cop,
dude,
I wouldn't be
down here.
doing this stuff.
Dude.
As a concerned citizen, what's your badge number and name?
16852 Montez Yoker, CHP.
Perfect. What's your state of being here?
I'm just admiring some cars.
Are you? Because what are you doing with your book there, buddy?
Just write down all our
He's got all our license
What do you
plates.
have a reason to write the license plate?
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because, I'm sorry, why again?
She said something came up.
What'd you say?
No, so you said something came up, you said.
Yes, something came up. I need to check something. Are you refusing?
Yes, I am, because I'm not the driver, so I'm confused. How you doing, man? Yeah. So he got pulled over for tinted windows, right? Oh, don't spin too loud, right?
I have a family just like you have a
So
family.
he got pulled over for tinted windows.
My son, which I explained to you.
Your officer told me, she came to the passenger door and said, give me your ID. I need your ID and your license, your identification. I said, why? She said, all of a sudden something came up.
I'm asking for your license.
Okay, do you have some ID, sir?
For what?
Because it's standard protocol. Anytime we get a call on someone, we come out here and identify them.
It's standard protocol,
Yes.
so it's standard protocol to violate the Fourth Amendment.
I'm not violating your Fourth Amendment, sir. I'm not
Do you
doing
suspect
it.
me of a crime?
We got a reasonable suspicion because you were called upon.
Okay, so a call gives you a reasonable suspicion.
Yes.
What case is that?
So do you have identification on you?
No, I don't. I don't carry identification on me because I don't break the law. And the law is only required if you suspect me of committing, have committed, or about to commit a crime. Getting a call is not reasonable suspicion. Absolutely was. This property right here, it's all public property. That's why it says Harrison County right there in the front.
Any particular reason why you want to videotape?
Because it's all right. Because I'm a citizen journalist and I go around looking to make sure that the government is doing what they should be, not having their hands in the till, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's perfectly legal. I do it all over the country.
Okay, do you have some ID, sir?
Somebody was just concerned about you videotaping the property over here on the side. There's no law against it, but we just want to come and talk to you about it, and as well, let's video each other.
I'm just taking pictures and video out in public, that's it.
Okay. So tell me, you mind telling me about what you're filming?
I'd rather not.
You mind showing me your driver's license real quick?
What's that?
Your ID?
Before?
I'm just asking.
Can I show them something?
No. You just, like I said, man, one of our employees over here observed that you were filming the facility. Our job is just going to make sure that you're not a threat to the facility.
I don't plan on going onto your property. Am I being detained or something?
No, you're free to walk off any minute.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll walk with you.
I'm all right.
I just want to let you know that you did cause a little bit of an alarm with some of our employees, okay, because you're with the filming, whatever, it's cool. Just know that illustrated property is over there, okay, beyond the sidewalk, and that you need to stay off of that. Do you understand?
I don't plan on going on your property.
Okay. Somebody.
I can feel it strong in the air, calm in the air, calm in the air. You remember, oh no, hold me back. You remember the time I could love you, yeah. You remember, oh no, hold me back. You remember the time I could love you. Yeah, you remember the time, oh no, we fell in love. You remember the time, I could love, yeah. I can feel it. So many things that I wanna say. You know I like my girls a little bit old. So many things that I wanna say. You know I like my girls a little bit.
What did you say? What is going on, good people? Welcome to the show. One second. Let me get all this shit together. Move y'all over some to a different screen so I can see. That is the wife's business page if y'all would like to go on there. I mean, Christmas time is coming up. Get your orders in. Do you have space for people? She has space for people. If you would like to get in your orders for any kind of gift, something or other, are you having Black Friday deals there, woman? We don't know. Anyway, yeah, I like my hat. You see that? Oh, that is nice right there. So that is a nice hat right there. Anyway, today is Police Accountability Day. Um, well, we always have accountability day for police over here. No one's really holding them accountable. Let's be honest. But
nigga, we do.
What I'm saying is we're nobodies over here. All we
Oh,
can do
okay.
is spread awareness over here of how much motherfuckers need to go do some push-ups. Motherfuckers need to get in the gym, learn how to handcuff people.
Thanks.
I mean, if you're a bad police officer, you need to learn
Check
some
your
more.
emotions at the door.
At the
Don't get
door.
your panties winded up in a ball. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, all that good shit.
All that good jizzer jazz. I just thought that going in there. What's going on, Sugar Bum? I just thought, today will be a new day to try some different features as far as letting videos play in the background. We got the wife's what do you call it? Little commercials in her shit in there, as well as the other stuff.
In my shit. My shit. Oh, maybe I should change my picture to a non-flip off picture.
Maybe that would be nice. What was I gonna say? Jesus Christ! Oh, I got a flip off picture too. I just don't use it as much.
I only use it for certain days.
Yeah.
If I can find a catfish that's flipping somebody off, I'll put it up there.
I got you. I'll find you one.
Appreciate you, Kai.
All right, we got locked.
Sugar Bum said, look, hold on. Tell me that I don't say that almost every day of the week.
Yeah.
There's too much peopling involved.
Well, I don't know all that. I gotta deal with it anyway. Got Locksmith Jeremy in the building. He keeps sitting in there. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's free, bitches. At least that's what he said. No Chaser in the building. Draker is in the building.
Appreciate you, sis.
Yeah, we got OG Do Dirty in the chat. Wayne, Butterfly, Ron, and Conshonery is in the building, as well as Sugar Bum. Thank y'all for being here. We're about to get started here pretty soon on accountability.
Good with your GS.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot generally specific. Thank you for coming here, sir.
Appreciate
If you would like to come up to the panel, it's always it's open. This is the day where we look at policing in a different light and a lot of different things. Whether it's dealing with courts, we used to do some courts. What do you call it?
TPO.
No, not TPO.
Oh.
It's Jesus Christ. What the fuck is it called? I'm drawing a fucking brain fart. Anyway, watching them testify on the stand. We did a couple of those shows, which I thought were okay, but most people don't like that because they're not involved in. No. I'm talking about cops taking a stand on what they seen, what they did, how they
got
reacted.
W's that night too, because that nigga
man.
lied. We caught
Like
that nigga. We caught that nigga in 2 lies, didn't you, Tom?
More than 2, but we also watch a lot of cops that get on here and say things that not necessarily correct. But it is what it is. All we ask for is transparency. And if you are a bad police officer, get your shit together or get off the force.
That's a fact.
There's a such thing as that. You don't have to be a police officer, right? And if you're emotionally filled person, please don't be a police officer. It's not a good look for you. And there's a lot of women that shouldn't be police officers as well. But there's some good ones. I'll give you that. There's some good ones. But at this point in time, dirty cops giving testimony. That's a fact. We have a little bit of we have both. Let me see what we got today. What do we got? I got someone that I know. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna start off with a bang because we're gonna start off with someone that Mayo Monkey hates very much. Go ahead. Yes, yes.
Well, Hook Nose. I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Hold on 1 second, man.
There you good. We got Ron in the building. Appreciate you, Ron. Conshonery. Let me pull some of these motherfuckers up. Yep, that's the same thing. I was Captain Hook Nose. So, yep, you know Mayo don't like that nigga. It's gonna be one of them that they gonna be on some treacherous shit. Who else is in here? Let me go ahead and put Drake up here real quick. Appreciate you, sis, for coming through. Got Wayne in this thing.
We are. I think we should. I think besides the person, the background of what's going on in some of these states is atrocious. And when shit is bad, I think it needs to be called out, especially when it comes to profiling. Even though L.A. Wilkes always talks about cops must learn all cops profile, and so did Diesel, to be exact. And there's nothing wrong with them profiling as long as you're doing it correctly, right? And some things just profiling is not nothing but knowing the tendencies of someone of a group, right? Now, when you turn that profiling into action, especially when it goes against everything that we stand for, it's wrong. So I want you to see this, OG. And I thought this was atrocious behavior. And I think all the cops that are involved in this one is need to be off the force, or they need to be retrained, because obviously they're learning wrong speak. And the chief literally is excusing it because they're young and impressionable, whatever that fucking means. But that's what they said. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Doing something wrong by being a part of a set up and arrest scheme, and none of them were charged.
He worked in plainclothes with uniformed officers. Some of them reported him to their union, which Gramis leads.
What courage it took for our officers.
He says his team immediately took action and informed Metro.
The officers on that squad are receiving quite a bit of criticism for going along with it in the first place.
These are young, impressionable officers.
You're young, impressionable officers? You don't know right from wrong?
Hey, I'm the sergeant.
Steve Gramis recalls seeing these videos for the first time.
It's pretty surprising as to what the sergeant was doing.
Sergeant Kevin Menon now charged for pushing the officer and creating fake scenarios to target people, mainly black men, to take them into custody as he led a special team on the Las Vegas Strip.
His own teammates turned him in, is what they're saying. Really? Then how come he did it so long for so many people?
What am I going to do?
Like 6 hours.
He worked in plainclothes with uniformed officers. Some of them reported him to their union, which Gramis leads.
We kind of started talking about some of the things that they thought didn't seem right.
Shoulder checking people and then making up things and arresting them. He's trying to come off sincere, but they were all in on it together.
Didn't seem like the sergeant had any issue with it.
What do you think about that, OG?
Oh, they on some bullshit. Yeah.
So I don't really care about the race, and that's beyond the point. Just arresting people, period. For besides you have a scheme going, and that's literally what it shows, that you're in there shoulder checking, or you doing shit that doesn't need to be done. To the average person, that's especially in Las Vegas of all people, where we know it's damn near nut to butt as you walking down, especially some of them strips inside some of those hotels. It's literally nut to butt. It's clear. Yeah. Okay. Look at Conshonery. This is almost a first. He's clearly a problem. That's a fact. Look at you. Okay. Well, let's continue.
What courage it took for our officers.
They're so brave. You guys are so brave, man. The way you arrested those people that he set up, and then later you said, oh yeah, but we told on you. But didn't you arrest those people? Didn't you at the time go, wait a minute, didn't you just bump into him on purpose? Our cops are so brave what they did, how they came forward after they arrested people for no reason.
He says his team immediately took action and informed Metro, kicking off an internal investigation, a criminal case, and later an indictment against Menon.
The officers on that squad are receiving quite a bit of criticism for going along with it in the first place. What would you say to that?
These are young, impressionable officers. So these young men and women said, hey, I get it. He's our sergeant. He's leading us a certain way, but gosh, something just doesn't pass the sniff test. And so who do we turn to?
God forbid you.
Okay, so now I may not agree with this motherfucker. What is his name? Delete laws or what? I can't remember his name, but I may not agree with him on a lot of things. But this one right here, I can't help but agree. Like, y'all went along with arresting people, and it wasn't until what, months, years, I don't know how long it was, before y'all turned them in. This, you say, doesn't match the sniff test or whatever the fuck he said. I don't even know what the fuck that means. And you trying to get them out. No, you went right along with it. I think you should be charged as well. You just can't, oh, let me be the first to snitch. No. Snitches need to go to jail too, or be retrained, some type of suspension, something. They need just as much as he got. Well, I ain't gonna say just as much, but you're all part of a team. So yeah, y'all all were in it together. So why is he the only one getting backlash? Well,
and my whole thing is they've been doing this. How many? Okay, let me get it correctly. How many years did they do this for before they went back and looked at it?
I really don't know. I didn't say, I didn't watch this whole thing. I think I stopped way before that. I did. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, my thing is that out of all these arrests that he's been getting and stuff like that, did it help his career out in any way?
Yeah, that's
you see what I'm saying? Because that's a problem. You know what I mean? Because you really don't deserve that shit.
Yeah, not only did him, the people that he was in charge of, because he was a sergeant. So you think however long he did it, however long those people that they arrested, they're not getting their time back. They're not getting no award fees, no nothing for going to jail for trumped up charges, none of that shit. That's insane. That's insane. But that's just me.
The main problem I got with this niggas that you teaching the people that's under you, bro, this bullshit shit that you doing, my nigga. Like, bro, this is you clearly are a tyrant, sir. You know what I'm saying? You are above the law and you do as you please. And I don't need you teaching these other officers who we out here are looking at to be doing a good job. Nigga, obviously they learning from somebody who's doing a bad job, and it's not going to do nothing but reflect on them, and they ain't going to do nothing but continue that goddamn cycle. So now we need to get your bitch ass out of here.
Yeah, I think they finally got him up out of here, but I don't know damn near how long it was, how long they were doing this before they so-called received backlash. And as a chief, as the of the police department, how is it? And that's it. They informed Metro, so that means that they're different. They could be the sheriff's department. I don't know. I need to listen some more because I don't know if they're sheriff's department or what department they're in. That's what the one thing I need to know is what department was they in. What is that? No, that's not it. Let me delete that. Give me 1 second, OG. Let me get this shit started. There we go.
Use that badge of justice. Forget using that. Put a one in the chat. Nobody could get you to say, hey, I'm going to pick a fight with somebody else, and then you arrest them. You're young, impressionable officers. Like, what's he talking about?
And they turned to us, thankfully.
No other officers face charges.
Are you confident that this didn't go higher than Menon, that his supervisors did not know this was happening?
Talking about confidence? No. But do I think it was anyone outside of that building, a chief or higher to the sheriff? No. Do I have confidence in that building? No, I didn't.
A captain and lieutenant from Convention Center Area Command testified in front of the grand jury. They claim they were not aware of Menon's criminal behavior. Menon pleaded not guilty Wednesday.
How does this affect policing on the Strip and the view of Metro now?
How do they not know that? How does the chief doesn't know that? Don't they got body cam and all this extra bullshit that they tell us that they have to, alleviate our fucking stress, that they're just out here being tyrants, or they're out here just being freelancing? Because that's what they're doing right now. If you're saying you're not aware of that as a chief, as a sheriff, or whatever the fuck you are, they're out there freelancing. And then where's the accountability of that? I think
It ain't
chief or sheriff or whoever the fuck he is that they're talking to, he need to be relieved of duty too, because you got people out there freelancing and you don't even know nothing about it. That's insane. That's
You probably
crazy.
think that they good deputies. That's the crazy part about it. They out there doing an awesome job, nigga. They out there fucking up, making you look bad.
And that's why people need to turn their resignation for allowing that shit to happen. Now, I'm not all about what do you call it when you micromanage? I'm not all about micromanaging, because I hate that myself. But you still got to do a lot of checking up on people, no matter what. That's not micromanaging when you're doing the checkups. You ain't got to motherfucker let them know you're checking up on them. You can just do it. Or you can watch the body cams that they have. We know there's something that happens on the Strip, because there's always fights on the Strip. I know you've been to Vegas. How many fights did you see when you were out in Vegas?
Shit, more than 10. I tell you that, nigga. Shit, you can count on your fingers.
Yeah, so those police were involved in that, and I know they had body cam. If someone was out there fighting, whatever, there's a reason why. And especially if they're fighting with the cops. So I don't know, man. This is not passing the sniff test. That's what the motherfucker said. It's not passing the sniff test, but okay.
Now,
I don't think it does. I think you look at it from two lenses. One, our cops are going to go out there and they're going to enforce the laws on the Strip. This has put a spotlight on some nefarious actions this supervisor was putting the troops out there to do. So they should feel that with the spotlight on that, they're only going to enforce the proper laws that they're supposed to. And they do that.
They're gonna only enforce the proper laws that they're supposed to, and they do that. He says with an emphatic, they do that. It doesn't seem like that's what they do. It seems like there's a lot of JBTPs right there inside the coppers.
Menon is on unpaid leave from Metro.
Well, he's in more trouble. Now they've caught him with child pornography.
At work as a Metro police sergeant, he's accused of violating people's rights. At home.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, this ain't a good look.
Come on, man. Now, listen, I know there's something wrong with that. That every time one of these cops have been shown to be bad, they find some type of pornography or something like that. That, to me, that right there doesn't pass sniff test. Now, I could be wrong, but that part seems like a fucking setup to keep him in jail. Which, just do your fucking job. You shouldn't be out here, motherfucker, just suspending him without pay. That's bullshit. Or suspending him with pay. The motherfucker should have been off the fucking force. It's a clear stink. Yeah, I mean, if he's out there with child porn, I don't know. I don't get it. Motherfuckers that have that type of affliction, and it seems like they always have child porn, OG. For some reason.
I don't get it, bro. And then they always find it. That's the crazy part. They goddamn y'all niggas, y'all go straight to it, don't you, nigga? But shit, we gonna arrest this nigga. I bet you he got some child porn.
It's always in there somehow. How is it that all these cops have child pornography on their computers? That's crazy.
I don't get it. I hope it ain't a part of their training. That's all I'm saying.
God almighty, this bitch ugly as fuck. Her jawline is horrible. Holy shit. Anyway,
she got the pads on her shoulders. Don't it? What it look like to look bad? Leave it alone.
She got ruffles on that shit, dog. I don't know. Listen, yeah, that's a horrible outfit.
He's accused of downloading child pornography.
What kind of sick, sadistic pig
where you
has
find this
child
stuff at?
That is.
That's what I don't understand. He accused of downloading child porn. Where the fuck did they do? I don't even know where you find child porn. You know what I'm saying?
This shit's crazy.
Every fucking time one of these cops that seem to be bad or doing something wrong, they have child pornography. Well, they accused of downloading child porn. How do you not know? Why is it always y'all the accusation of child porn. How do you not know? If he did it, just say the motherfucker downloaded child porn. I don't know if he has a wife, kids, none of that shit. But this is it happens every fucking time. Every fucking time. It's crazy.
Nigga got to be a part of some type of group time because all these niggas
That's
know
what
where
I'm
to go
saying.
and download this shit from. What
This
the
is
fuck are
why
y'all niggas looking up, bro, on the computer?
This is why I say all the motherfuckers that was birds of a feather flock together when it comes to shit like that. I'm sorry. Listen, I'll be in all they goddamn shit. Because if one of them a bad apple, you damn near the rest of them is too. Yeah, those have a way of finding each other. They do, man. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. It is insane.
Unbelievable. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube China? On YouTube United States government? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it or not.
The walls are caving in on Mr. Manning.
Once a Metro Police sergeant calling the shots, now in handcuffs after his second arrest. Kevin Menon appearing in Las Vegas Justice Court for 2 new charges related to possession of child pornography.
I don't have any sympathy for child predators. I think this guy should be taken out and dealt with in the most proper way possible.
We'll have this marked and we'll enter it as an exhibit under seal.
Attorneys reviewing evidence in the judge's chambers. Now it's placed under seal. Prosecutors.
Why? We don't get seals. Why the fuck did this motherfucker get a seal? No, let us know. We should be publicly shaming this motherfucker. Publicly. Shaming this sorry sack of shit. Where's the shame at? God, this is crazy.
Say police found approximately 200 images on laptops Menon used. A combination of child sexual abuse material, also known as CSAM.
The police and the prosecutors want to give an acronym to everything. Now it's called CSAM. So from now on, we're going to call it CSAM. We're going to go right along with YouTube China and these dirty prosecutors. The truth is that half of these cops are just like this dirty pig. Do I think half of them have CSAM? Not half.
This nigga got 21 child erotic images. Nigga.
We are living it. We are living through it. We really
stop, bro. They gotta get it together now. Say, get your niggas, man. Get your peepers.
Yeah, this is not a good look, man. Now, how do you fend off those charges, right? Because it's clear. These motherfuckers flock in a goddamn group. How do you go about downloading without? Because you have to be sent those. Either sent them or a file is being shared between people. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
This is crazy. Okay, look at the numbers real quick. I want y'all to realize this. Now I'm high as shit. So I'm sitting here looking at the numbers, right? And they got 21 erotic images, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got 20 age difficult images, right? But then you have 18 child with C-scam images.
C-SAM, yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they all be matching?
I know I'm high shit time. I'm over here thinking like, what's going on here, niggas?
It don't make sense. I mean, what's it? You would think if you have erotic images that you would have the same actual erotic images would be with the 18 CSAMs. What is age difficult? And what the fuck does that mean? Age difficult images.
I've been sitting here thinking about this shit for the longest. I'm still trying to think of the erotic one. I thought when I seen the 21 erotic pictures, I'm like, well, goddamn, what the fuck? So that must be people. I'm thinking erotic pictures probably going to be something have to do with
probably with the boys with a t-shirt off or some shit like that, or
swimming,
girl,
stuff like that, catching kids, in bathing suits and stuff.
Yeah,
difficult images. Now, this the one that's keep on throwing me off because if I go to the one before that, I can understand where they come with the C-scam. That's gonna be some crazy shit. You doing something to them. Now, these difficult images.
who knows the way that that's crazy. This is no one's above the law. And do you think he'll say something to put more people out there, or do you think he's gonna take his charges and go up the stream?
I think
Or do
it's.
you?
I'll be honest with you. I think he's going to be quiet. Only reason why is because usually when stuff like this happens to these certain individual cops, not just the ones that just do something, when they find shit on these niggas, they always have people that back them up for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that might be the people who they not looking into, but them might be a part of his social group. You know what I'm saying? Because like me and you were saying, you can't do this shit alone, bro.
No,
because how many cases we didn't seen of this shit happening? This can't be an individual person just doing this shit, nigga. It's a clique of y'all crazy motherfuckers that's doing this.
Yeah. It's like crackheads or meth heads. They don't smoke alone.
No, that's a fact.
You're not doing that alone. You investigating those images as a daily job. That's a shitty position. Okay. I did not know that, Zoomer. That's crazy.
Well, with Zoomer, the question me and Tom got for you, what would be a difficult image?
Yeah, what's the
because we already got the other two. We got the other two down. We got that a picture in our mind. We ain't trying to see it. We lost on the goddamn. What is that? What does that mean?
Difficult images. I don't know what the fuck
What does that mean?
You would think you would just put them in the same box as child erotica.
That's what I was thinking.
That's crazy. Listen. This is your guess better than mine, OG. Because my mind.
Well, the only thing I can think of, bro, I got sexual abuse. I got sexual abuse at the top. I gave with that. I gave with the erotica is now one. I'm thinking this is just pictures of kids doing kids.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking, bro. They named it that for a reason.
You know what? Let me fucking do not a Google search, because I ain't gonna put that shit on my computer.
I ain't got to look it up on my phone neither. So no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and we agree with you, Zoom. It is all bad, but it's the wording that's throwing me off right now, bro.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to distinguish between the three. I at least got two of them, but I can't really. I'm thinking, and this is just my brain thinking. It might be a little off. That's just him. I'm thinking they put that there because he got it. Just pictures of kids like in front of stores on the little coin machine or something. Just a regular picture of them, because I'm understanding the child abuse part, that's going to be something you doing some extra shit once you do sexual into it. So you either got them pure ass naked, you're touching on them and some more shit, activities and all that. So I get that. The other part at the bottom, 21 erotica. That's nigga probably was taking pictures of kids in their swimsuits and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable, but the difficult shit is the part that I don't get it.
All right, so age difficult images can refer to different contexts. In this context, it may refer to images whose age can no longer be instantly recognizable or faithfully determined through testing. Oh, okay. So they don't know if it's actually their age or how they. Okay. Let me continue reading on this shit. This shit is actually got a whole fucking thing on it. Okay.
Makes sense.
Can't. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
He's still a creep. I mean, he was just talking to a young girl who looked at older than.
Yeah, or vice versa.
Yeah.
They couldn't tell what the motherfucker was. Why did they put this shit up here, dude? It's so stupid. Move this shit. You know what? Let me look at this. All right, there we go. Oh my god, I fucking hate this stupid ass. Okay. All right.
Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Y'all don't mind hitting them like buttons on everything. If you over there on Facebook, make sure you hit the like. If you over on YouTube, on me, or on the Porch channel, or on OG Do Their channel, please hit that like. People out there on X and over on Rumble, hit the like button. If on Rumble, you got to log in And then so just do like I say, log in, hit the like button, and log out.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
You ain't gotta stay long. We ain't here for a long time. Just okay. It says in other contexts, it may refer to the negative effects of mental imagery or perception in older adults, meaning, like I said, vice versa. They couldn't tell whether it was young or whether it's okay. All right. Well, that makes sense. All right. Okay. I'm not mad at
Now I can see why now it's making sense why they got all these different. Yeah.
What did he say? My guess is twerk videos. Okay, this motherfucker's stupid. They gave him 20 waivers to lighten up his punishment. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, we learning today.
Yeah.
We're seeing the worst of the worst play out right in front of us.
Age difficult material, meaning the individuals appear to be underage, but this can't be confirmed. And child erotica, images where children are clothed or partially clothed. Prosecutors also point to software to hide the downloads and searches with code words.
Jesus
that are very graphic and that are very clearly directed towards the pursuit of CSAM material, and some of which use reference specific websites.
Menin's own attorney, Dominic Gentile, conceding in court 2 images do contain hard 2 girls who appear to be underage, but insisting Menin is no flight risk. He asks for a $10,000 bail instead of the $250,000 requested by prosecutors.
$250,000 all cash bail. It's sinful.
Menin already indicted on 13 charges related to alleged illegal stops on the Las Vegas Strip.
When you take a look at him, you just have to remember, at one time, this guy right here you would have been told that he was salt of the earth and that you should respect him, that he's a good officer. He's very intense and he toes the thin blue line. Take a look at what a psycho looks like. You can see it in the eyes. At one time, you would have been told that this is a good man that you can trust, that this guy is there to help you and look out for you. If you asked him why he joined the pig department, he would tell you, I signed up to help people. Meanwhile, he's got CSAM on his laptop.
The likelihood of conviction on his first case is extraordinarily high, and there are felonies and there are gross misdemeanors. But now you compound it with, while at play, this is what he's doing in his off time?
Judge Nadia Wood setting the $100,000 cash bail.
Was entrusted with a lot of power by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police.
Metro Police tell Vanessa that right now he is in isolated protective custody because he is an officer.
Why? Put him amongst the general population. Yeah.
So is his bail at $1 million? His bond is at 100,000.
Just 100,000 bond, all cash or surety though. So he has to have.
So you get
cash.
it back.
Yeah.
About a bitch. And I can see
he
it.
has to come up. He has to come up with 100,000 though. So
yeah. But I see what the whole ass nigga was doing. He was catching young people down there on the Vegas Strip and shit, and nigga doing some most treachery ass bullshit. I'm not gonna take you to jail if you, and then record this shit and some more shit. Tom, get this nigga say I can't wait till he go to jail and they fuck him up.
I promise you, if he can do that, who just say he wasn't using his position of authority, right, to do other shit in a predator type way, a real predator type way. Like the one we watched where the dude was having sex with the chick in the back seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then didn't play like when he got locked in there.
Yeah,
and play like he just locked himself in there.
Absolutely.
I get it. What another thing that's going through my head, Tom, and shit, they only got 21, 18, and 20, right? Different images. How many motherfuckers out of all these years you think that nigga didn't got away with? Do you want to triple that, quadruple that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The thing about that is they can only fucking do what they can prove, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, if they only caught the 21, the 18, and the 20, I could just imagine this nigga numbers probably at 60. 70 people
for
he done
sure.
done this shit to. You know what I'm saying? Probably hundreds of
Abso-fucking-lutely.
people. You know what I'm saying? It's scumbag.
Oh, throughout life. Hey, if you're on Rumble, there's 6 people on Rumble. Thank y'all for being over. If you would like to just hit that motherfucking thumb, the like, what is it called? The like button up there. Be a part of the conversation. Hit the link. Y'all can come up. The link's out there. If you want to come up and talk about how shitty this cop is and what do you think about it? Don't be sitting there watching in the clouds. Be a part of the conversation. We ain't out here just doing it for us. Hey, we put it out there so everyone can see it. 'Cause I don't live in Las Vegas.
And if you believe,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. If you want to come up here, now we ain't saying you got to take up for the cops, but if you think the cops is right,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's all we saying. We're gonna get the W anyway, but we want you to come up.
Yeah. We like people that are, what I'm gonna call you what they say on these YouTube streets, bootlickers. If you're a bootlicker out there and you want to come up here and lick the dirt off this cop's boot, please come join the panel. Listen, I look forward to it. I love to argue, and if you want to argue this person's position, hey. If you don't want to argue his point, you want to call him scum, you can come up here and say that as well. You ain't got to stay up here very long. Just come up here and be a part of the show. Or thumb, what is it? Thumb. Yeah, thumb type it in the goddamn chat. It doesn't matter.
Chat clackling. Yeah, just keep on chat clackling.
There you go.
Just make it strong.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to call me a piece of shit for saying this cop is a piece of shit, go ahead and do so. I'm all game for it. Where's Uncle LA? He's having dinner with some random stranger.
Soon to be auntie.
Soon to be auntie. That's a fact. That's a fact. I think Las Vegas is a mecca for underage prostitution.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that one. I can't disagree with you on that one, sir.
You got to think about it. It's a turning point for people who travel too. Most people don't realize that either. When you traveling, especially like in the South area of the United States, it's the highways, how they push everything towards Las Vegas and push everything out of it. It's a stopping point. You coming from California, you come from Oakland, nigga, you gonna stop. Like coming from California to Texas, if you coming down that way, you driving through, believe me, nigga, you gonna stop there. You're not going to, because we used to do that drive all the way to Dago all the time. We always stopped in Vegas, bro. It's just everything else is wide the fuck open. Like
it's a mark, it's a landmark.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows.
You know
I mean, that's what most people do. They stop at landmarks. Now, if y'all know where the biggest rubber band ball is, I can tell you. But that's a landmark. But most people don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never been there.
Yeah. So I don't know if y'all have ever been to the Cadillac. Funeral. What did they? Was it Cadillac funeral place where they take all the old Cadillacs and put them in there? Yeah. Graveyard. Cadillac graveyard. It's pretty cool. Gotta go see it.
An officer? Really? Are you sure about that? He doesn't look like an officer to me. He looks like a psychopath who sets people up, and he has CSAM on his computer.
CSAM.
Your arms go to a touchdown position. That's how your arms do it. Your arms go to a touchdown position. You see this arm elbow bend right there? Phone's at the top of it. There's the top of the goalpost. There's the other side of the goalpost. Now I've got a touchdown position. Copper can't say I was reaching. Copper can't say nada. I had my license registration.
All right, this is just telling you how to do it. Stop. We can stop from there. We don't need to. We don't need to know that. Hey, if you get stopped by the police, keep 10 and goddamn 2. Make sure your fucking your ID registration is in your left hand, close to the window. If you don't want to roll your window all the way down, leave enough space where you can hand it out to them. You don't have to open the window all the way. Give them a goddamn ID. Don't answer questions. Don't say nothing. Don't do anything. Just sit there. Don't even. Do you know why I stopped you? I don't answer questions. And take my shit. Keep on moving. If you really want to be that, you don't have to talk to him. You ain't got to say a goddamn thing to him at all. But if you feel froggy, if you want to be nice, you can do that too. I mean, there's no sense in being a dickhead when you don't have to be, and there's no sense in talking if you don't want to. Take it how you wanna. I'm not against either. I'm not against either side.
I agree with Tom. I'm just gonna give you the preventions before you even leave out the house, nigga. If you're not the type of person that cut your car on, especially in the nighttime, you know what I'm saying, cut your car on and check the front to make sure both your lights is on, check the back, you know what I'm talking about. if need be, just find your little brick, put it on the brakes, make sure your brakes light working. That way you straight.
So what
Make
he's
sure
telling
your
you,
faculties is going.
what they call it in the military is called a PMCS,
There you go.
preventative maintenance. Make
Yes.
sure your shit is working before you go out there and not. Especially what most people don't understand what they get pulled over for is having a dim
Yep.
license plate light.
Yes, sir.
So, some states want you to have it. I think it's 150 feet where they can see your license plate. But you know, if a motherfucker blind, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But
It's a preventive way to fix that too, people. You
get a
can
lighter,
go
get
to
a brighter little bulb.
You don't even got to do that. You can
Okay.
go to Walmart, right back there where you got the fans and the light bulbs and stuff. $4.95. You get a little strip. Takes 2 AA batteries, or you can get the one that take 2 AAA batteries. It gets you a little bit of that. It comes with a little sticky pad, but what I end up doing was I just put a little extra on it. You know what I'm talking about, with a little adhesive, because I keep adhesive around for my speaker box building. So I just put a little bit on there, and right above where your license plate is, where your other lights is, where you see them at, right between both of them lights, just stick that one right there. And when you get ready to leave at nighttime, just go out there. It's like the little touch that they came out with the circle bulb that you put on the wall. You just touch it, then it come on. You could just click it and get in your car. You always have a backlight on right there, so you never had that problem.
Yeah.
You gotta be smarter than them. And they ask you why your light is so bright back there, Nick, because they're gonna pull you over because it was dim. Now they see it's all bright. They might steal, but they're gonna be able to see your license plate. Make sure your registration is on point, and make sure you start looking at your numbers on the back of your license plate tag. Most people in Dallas, it's on your front of your windshield, but people in Oklahoma and other places, just look at your tags. Just make sure all them numbers, you ain't past the number that's on your tag, and you're good.
Yeah. Make sure you know your shit. That's all I'm saying. Don't leave without knowing your shit. It's just that simple. Motherfuckers just be making their life difficult. Just believe me, if you transport marijuana between state to state to state to state, you need to make sure any type of drug between state to state to state, you need to make sure your shit is together. I'm not saying to do it, but I'm just saying it, if that's part of your lifestyle, make sure your shit together. It's not that hard. You never get stopped. And if you do,
Let me answer this question for Sean. It is, sir. It's where you cut the fish open, and then before you cut the fish open and season stuff, what they used to do is you just get you a lot of rocks, put them on top of a fire, put them rocks inside the fish, and then you just close it up. After about a good 20 minutes, your fish should be smoking. And it's fired too. Cooks it from the inside out.
You talking about cooking food?
Well, he was asking me, like, he said, is a smoking catfish safe to eat, OG? It really is, because you can cook it with rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can just cook it whole. You know what I'm saying?
For a second. I was like, what?
Yeah, you just warm up the rocks on a hot ass fire, bro, because you can leave the rib cage and everything after you take out all the guts. And you just throw the rocks inside there, bro. And then shit, we usually do it, just wrap it up in tinfoil, and you just let it sit there. And it'll cook that motherfucker from the inside out. So that way when you pull the tinfoil off, when you peel that skin back, the skin gonna come right the fuck off, and it's gonna be nothing but meat and bones. Catfish only got that one bone going down the back, so it's basically filleted already. You just go ahead and put your fork in that nigga, and it's fine.
Okay. Hey, better than me. I don't know none of that shit. Let's see. I have a question for you, good sir.
Go ahead.
Do you think a cop should bully a disabled adult?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into that. What do you think? Do you think it's a good look for cops? And it's bad when the Special Olympics adult winner out here know more than the cop knows. Just listen to the reasoning behind this shitty ass cop right here. I just think this was just bad all the way around. Good look for even being disabled. He knows a lot about his rights, which I think every person should learn about the rights and laws that they live, where the state and county or municipality that they live in. You should know at least majority of things they're gonna stop you for. And that way you can defend against them. Well, at least you can try to defend against them. But at the end of the day, they're gonna take it. If they want to take it to jail, they're gonna take it to jail. So sometimes just take it and move on. But if you know how to defend against some of the bullshit that they trying to put up against you, you can defend against it. I'm not saying fighting. I'm talking about with your words. But let's get into it.
Designated crosswalk. You're doing something weird. Okay, put your hands behind your back then. I'm telling you. Put your hands behind your back. I'm telling you.
This police officer just violently arrested a local Special Olympics medalist who was just trying to walk home to his apartment after singing karaoke at a local bar, which is his favorite thing to do. The officer said that he looked suspicious, so he followed him.
Yeah, kind of weird that you're in the parking lot this late at night. You don't want to talk?
I'm not doing anything. Leave me alone.
And when he saw him allegedly jaywalking, he went in for the kill.
Can't cross the road like that. What are you doing out here, man?
Jaywalking, OG. Jaywalking, OG. This shit.
See, that's the type of see, and I know they're not going. I don't want to say nothing. Let me ask you this question: have you seen this already?
Yes, sir. I did see it.
Okay, did they play the part with that nigga jaywalking across the street?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, I don't believe in it. We already got the W already. I can tell he on some bullshit. What makes you think he was jaywalking, nigga? Because he can't walk straight, nigga?
No, his little reason behind him jaywalking is that he didn't use a crosswalk. That was his jaywalking charge. He didn't use a crosswalk, sir.
Oh.
So if there's no crosswalk in your whole fucking town and you don't use it, it's a jaywalking ticket, at least according to this cop.
Well, wait a minute. It wouldn't be jaywalking if they don't have the crosswalks there, right?
In this cop's eyes, absolutely, sir.
Mm.
It's amazing. I'm surprised this wasn't Oklahoma. That's what I thought. I was like, this got to be Oklahoma. Because you know what? You know how many times I've seen that charge in Oklahoma? And that's no down on Oklahoma. I just know that's where they use it a lot. And it always gets dropped. But the point is that you getting arrested for it. Like, you literally get arrested for it. It's crazy. Especially, that's why I said, if a dickhead cops want to be a dickhead, guess what you're going to do? Just take the arrest. And then hopefully you can find someone else. There's not enough civil rights lawyers when it comes to basic rights being brutalized or assaulted. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough out there that wants to take that to court. I don't know why, but there's not. If I can go back to law school or go to law school, I would, but I don't want to do all that, you know. If it was a lot easier, I would do it. But, you know, that's a lot of thinking.
So the question I got for you, do you think this cop, before he met him and he just seen him walking and singing, do you believe that this cop identified him as a crackhead?
I think he identified this guy as someone that was either doing some type of illicit drug or drunk.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Because I'm looking at him, I'm looking at how he was just walking a few minutes ago, bro, and it made me, not knowing that this dude is a gold medalist, which is crazy, in the Special Olympics. I could see them profiling him as, like you said, either drunk or on something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean,
because of his disability.
Hold on, you gotta watch it though. It's funny. Well, not funny, but
right here. That's where I'm crossing.
There's not a crosswalk right there.
Other people do it.
Okay, doesn't mean that you can. Okay, don't go anywhere. Let me see your ID. You cross the road when there's not a designated crosswalk. You're doing something weird. What are you doing?
Walking home.
Without a designated crosswalk, which you are legally obligated to do. Okay, put your hands behind your back then.
I'm telling you.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm telling you.
This is the officer explaining to his supervisor why he just beat up a Special Olympics medalist.
Pull up right here. I see him jaywalk right across the street. Told him, hey, well, you crossed without a designated crosswalk. You have to identify yourself now.
figured that his mannerisms were pretty weird, but I don't know if he was necessarily like on drugs or I guess he's handicapped. Just kind of kicked his feet out from under him. And then
But fortunately, a guy who works at the local bar where the karaoke was taking place that night is a really good friend to this individual. And when he found out what happened, he made sure that the prosecutor knew the truth about what happened here and that the criminal charges were dropped. And he insisted on getting the footage, getting the body cam, getting the dash cam. He provided it to me, and now I'm providing it to you. This is absolutely egregious.
Get your
Let's
popcorn
go.
ready.
So that's an informed citizen of someone's rights being fucking violated by a piece of shit ain't shit cops, where they really tried to get this motherfucker continue to be locked up. This is crazy. Or have him fined for some bullshit. The overreach of government is ridiculous. They should watch these body cams. Because that shit that they fucking did, and the fact that it took a long time to drop this shit is ridiculous.
But see, the problem I have with that, Tom, is when you say they should be watching these body cams. They do, sir.
Oh, I know.
And it only is the people who, for some reason, is going against the system, who is a part of the system. The check and balance of it. You know what I'm saying? They the only people that will look at the same video that somebody else look at and be like, this is corruption. But then you have the people who gave you the video that look at it and be like, I seen nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, so these supervisors see this. There's a supervisor on the scene, and he allowed it to fucking continue to go. It's crazy to me. Like, you gotta find something. Oh, we gotta find something. We gotta do something to make sure this is a good booking. Like, come on, bro. And the fucked up thing is they know he's disabled.
Well, yeah, you're right about that.
That's great. Like, even a dude with the stupid stare. Like, yeah, he's disabled.
Well, them niggas is really looking at it in a different way too, Tom, because to your point, which I agree with, which is stupid as shit. And I know why they don't do it, because we didn't have this conversation with Mayo and other people that came up here. They can't do court on side, and they got to make their own judgment. Get it? No problem. So if they're going to take you to jail, they're going to take you to jail. They don't need to sit there and have no conversation with you and let you explain why they shouldn't go to jail. But
side of the road court. That's what they call
yeah.
it.
But this type of shit, when there was only one officer involved with a handicapped person, you know what I'm saying? You might want to.
I don't even know if there's any more retraining that needs to be. Sometimes you just gotta, you are the weakest link. You gotta go. Because this right here is stupid. I ain't saying take away your, I think they should give you a 6-month suspension, or if you have to find some other place to work, you don't have to keep these officers. And I get it. No one wants to see an officer be kicked off the force, but
When it comes to a point, bro, with retraining and more training is much needed. And once it goes past that, then yeah, bro, I'm with you. We got to get them niggas gone, because you can't do nothing else with you. If we're going to keep on recommending you for this, and then you get past this little thing, this right can be a mistake. Fuck it. I can say he was on a power trip and whatever else, but I'm not going to do the police officer like that. I think it's bullshit that you special jaywalked a nigga like Con Shonery said. That's crazy. But you did what you did, so we're going to let you ride with it. I just, like you said, get that nigga a little suspension or something. But bro, if you continually keep on doing the same thing over and over, we got to go and get you up out here.
Yeah. I kind of draw a line and fucking.
Did he beat him up bad? Did he sock on him and shit?
No.
Okay, we good.
He didn't do. He wasn't egregious with it. It's just
okay.
It's just dumb. I mean, some things you just chalk up to motherfuckers being dumb. Like you can tell they never had a job that forced them or let them see the other side of being handicapped, or the other side of mental disabilities, or the other side of motherfuckers' brain going fucking stupid and they gotta go to a facility to get their brain together. They haven't seen that side. I think that cops should have to, I'm not gonna say work with a place where they have mentally disabled or mentally have people have mental problems or disorders at that time or whatever it is. I think they should have to at least do some training in them to understand that side of the game, because there is some parts of it where you're like, yo, you can tell that motherfucker has a mental problem. Now, I'm not saying don't be on, not to be on guard, but you got to know how to deal or deal with it, or yeah, you got to be able to deal with it and make proper assessments. That's how I look at it. You got to make a proper assessment on what your next move is going to be. I blame the handicap karaoke. She ain't shit. Right. But yeah, this shit was crazy. Man. That shit
Boy,
was
they
crazy.
can literally go to the. They can literally put them niggas in the prison. We ain't gonna say the prison system, but the jailhouse, bro, and and show them the way that these people conduct themselves with these type of people that's in that type of condition. If they, you know what I'm saying, handicapped, you know what I'm saying, something wrong with them, they can kind of get an understanding on what people deal with before you even go out here and encounter these people.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, it should be a part of that training. I agree with
you. Yeah.
Through it.
Hey, Mr. Bryan, I just want to say thank you for posting my video and helping me. Thank you so much.
If there's one thing I've realized being a civil rights lawyer, it's that we are all being spied on. And if not by our government, then by somebody else, and probably both. Police department, specifically Officer today that came out of Utah. Yes, another one out of Utah. This is Clearfield, Utah, involving the Clearfield Police Department, specifically Officer Fratto, Fratto. This involves a local individual who I believe has always lived there in Clearfield, Utah. His name is Sean. He is a longtime Special Olympics medalist, and I believe he has dozens of medals, and he still competes in the Special Olympics. This video was brought to me by a good friend of his who first met him through karaoke, which is Sean's favorite thing to do. He does not drink. He goes to this bar and he sings karaoke. He absolutely loves it. And that's what was happening on the night in question. He was at this bar and he had just been singing karaoke with his friends, and he's walking home to his apartment. He lives in this nearby apartment. He doesn't have a way to drive home, but he walks home as he's entitled to do as an American citizen. He had been harassed once before, or several times before, possibly, by the Clearfield Police Department while walking home after the bar closed. So on this particular evening...
Oh, I didn't even hear that part. That's even worse. That's even worse. Oh,
I'm shaking. I'm over shaking my head, dog. I'm about to fire my blunt back up. This nigga tripping.
Yo, I didn't even
I'm trying
hear
to figure
that
out where the nigga went wrong at, dog. Now I'm seeing, okay, yeah, see, this
Yeah.
got me thinking he done this more than once. He done pushed his power on people more than once now.
See,
stuff is adding up.
Yeah.
He sees this police car begin to follow him. And it continues to follow him. And he's committed no crime. He's done nothing wrong. Yet now he feels like he's in danger, or he feels like he's being treated like a criminal. So he begins to walk faster. No crime has been committed. No crime has been reported. You just have this man. He has disabilities. He walks a little differently due to his disabilities. Officer Fratto, he thought that was suspicious. He continues to follow him, and he pulls up beside him, and he begins to question him.
Why are you running?
See a phone?
Yeah, kind of weird that you're in the parking lot this late at night.
I'm not doing anything. Leave me alone.
Okay. Why are you running, though?
So you should have drove off. Pause real quick time.
Yes, sir.
All this could have been prevented. That you just seen this dude just walking. Now you hearing that nigga talking. I understand where his mind is at because he on some tyrant type shit right now. But sir, you literally could have just drove out after this nigga just told you what the fuck he was doing.
You just said I'm going home. Leave me alone. And it sound, leave me alone.
You sound like radio.
I hate to say it like that, but he doesn't sound like. Listen, if you want to think he's drunk, that's cool. But guess what? He's walking. He's not driving. I mean, he's not doing anything illegal besides walking. He's not drinking while he's walking. He's just walking. Leave the motherfucker alone. If you want to follow him home to make sure he got there safe, cool. But now you being a bitch. You being a bitch. You got this motherfucker drunk. So the so-called
Nigga ran from that nigga, bro, and didn't get nowhere. And then he caught back up with him, bro. That was fucked up, bro.
Oh man. Oh, what's going on, John the Baptist?
I'm watching y'all. I'm watching y'all talk about this good cop doing this good job. Y'all just talking about what he doing wrong.
You gotta lie.
This cop out here putting a hard day worth of work in. Y'all will be checking him like he doing something wrong. Y'all just straight busters today, bro.
All right, well, all right. Let this man cook. We're gonna let him cook.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't want to talk?
No.
How come?
What's going on?
Even though he knew that no crime had been committed, he wants to stop and detain Sean. He wants to obtain his ID.
Yeah.
He wants to investigate him.
He been persistent.
He wants that crack. You know, he need that fixation.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck out of here?
What's my name, boy? What's my name, boy?
Say your name, boy. Yeah. That's a good nigger. That's all I heard.
He has a hunch. He sees Sean cross the street and he says, aha, he was jaywalking. I will use that as the predicate crime to now detain Sean. So as Sean is almost to his apartment in the apartment complex parking lot, the officer jumps out of his car and he trots over to Sean and he confronts him where he says, you're jaywalking and now you need to give me your ID.
Okay, you have to stop now.
Look at that. Good cop. Good cop.
Okay, can't cross the road. Can't cross the road like that. What are you doing out here, man?
My point right here. That's where I'm crossing.
Okay, so since he's such a great cop, there, John the Baptist, he got me over his stutter.
Mm-hmm.
When are you not allowed to cross the street?
When the cop said you can't cross the street.
Okay. So what you're saying is you will be all good with what just happened.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That cop represents the law. That cop represents the law. He is holding. He is upholding justice right now.
Okay, what law is he? What is he pursuing right now? That this man is so-called broke the law. What law did he break, sir?
Jaywalking. Jaywalking, sir.
Okay, then tell me how you jaywalk, sir.
The cop finna tell you. Listen to the cop. Why I gotta tell you what the cop finna tell you?
No. I already know what. I already know. See, the thing is, I already know the law. I need you to tell you tell me what the law is of jaywalking.
I'm telling you, the cop. The cop said jaywalking.
I know.
I ain't got to talk with the cop talking. Let's listen to the cop.
Say you don't know. The cop ain't talking right now.
What? Yeah, just say you don't know, John.
Say you don't know.
Just let the cop. Let the cop tell you.
The cop is wrong, sir. You go ahead and just go ahead and say what you're gonna say, John.
I just need you to tell me when.
I said all I'm gonna say. Let's use the cop logic right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you before the cops sit here and tell you a lie, right? If you notice something that me and Tom wanted to know was what did the goddamn streets look like, and we finally got to see. What did you notice that was different about these streets from somebody who got across a crosswalk?
There was no lights that's saying it. There's no breakage of the lines or anything. It's not between two different light apparatuses that tell you to actually stop and cross the street. That's it.
And the most important part about that is the apartments that he walked into is breaking in the middle of the street. So it's not jaywalking, because you don't have to walk all the way to the end of the block and then walk across the street and walk all the way back. As long as you don't impede traffic. Wrong, John. It ain't how the law works.
Apparently, cop thinks different right now.
Oh, okay.
Last time I checked, y'all two are YouTube podcasters. Y'all know about the police law.
Okay.
That's a good thought. That's a good thought. You know how many people I've seen know more about the law than cops? A whole lot of people. It's okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's continue. Let us let this cop lie.
Last time I worked, you work on YouTube, baby.
There's not a crosswalk right there.
What you guys say? Shut your mouth.
Other people do.
The line, John.
Okay, doesn't mean that you can.
They don't get in trouble. So
Okay. Well, I saw you crossing the street like that. You have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Or can I see it?
No.
No, something not doing anything.
Well, I just told you that you crossed the road like that, no crosswalk, it's breaking a crime.
Look at this nigga say a special donut.
So I have
this
a legal
nigga
right to
Zuma
identify
tripping.
you now. So let me see your ID.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, no, on the freeway it is. Not down here. I know the law.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. Let me see your ID.
Leave me alone. Well, I'll be fired. Go away.
Okay.
That's a fact.
I told you, you're staying right here. You cross the road when there's not a designated crosswalk. Okay.
Hey, that motherfucker said, leave me alone. I'll get you fired.
That's a fact.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, he just said that. You gotta listen to the man. The thing about it is, this dude actually, I didn't say anything. I just now said, you know what, woman?
You're walking over from there in the middle of the night. You're doing something weird. Where's your ID?
Yes, I walked over here. See your phone. I didn't do anything.
You walked from over there in the middle of the night. Empty parking lot. None of those businesses are open. What are you doing?
Walking home.
From where?
From the bus.
From where?
From the bus. Some lounge.
Where'd the bus drop you off at?
Up over here, but they're not running.
Okay. Where's your ID?
Up your ass.
Seriously, haven't done nothing.
What?
Seriously, haven't done nothing. I was just walking home. That's all I'm doing.
I getcha.
So leave me alone.
I need to see your ID.
See, what he think he got right here is a drunk motherfucker that's up to nefarious things because he's walking through a parking lot.
It's good with you, Smitty.
Other than that, I don't understand why he's harassing the guy. I mean, unless you see something more besides the stupid ass jaywalking, John, the dumbass. Could you please tell me what else you can see other than that, John the Baptist?
I see what I had to say. Cop talking.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't say nothing.
I said what I had to say.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say y'all YouTubers. I'm gonna listen to this podcast. I'm listening to this police officer right here.
Oh, you sound right. You right. Sounds about right to me.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm either gonna swim or swim.
I just told you. Yes, you did. Cross the road without a designated crosswalk. Okay.
No,
so
only on the freeway.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
There's no crosswalks on a freeway.
Sir, the little man with the sound like he a little slow. It told you the correct thing. Damn near. He way more right than you are.
Okay. So we can keep doing this. You can give me your ID, or I can put you in handcuffs, and then I can figure out your identification that way. So what is it going to be?
Put him in handcuffs. He's been disobedient anyway.
You are following me.
Yeah.
That's why I was walking fast.
Okay. So let me see your ID.
Sick of cops doing this to me every time I walk home.
Okay. Are you going to give me your ID or not?
We've seen police officers use this dirty trick against pedestrians in other videos that I have done. And in fact, in the last video I looked up the law and it wasn't actually a crime. I believe that's the case here. So I looked up the Utah statute 41-6A-1003, just like the last state that we talked about, the jaywalking statute actually says between adjacent intersections at which traffic control signals are in operation, a pedestrian may not cross at any place except in a marked crosswalk. So the jaywalking statute only applies to specific locations where there are basically traffic lights at both ends.
Did you hear that, John the Baptist? Did you hear it?
I also saw 2 traffic lights at each intersection.
Oh, you a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie. You know, Jesus, right again. Nigga. Good, you ain't doing that, nigga. What you talking about that? I know my laws, nigga.
Stupid motherfucker. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, boy, you better start listening, John.
That boy be.
There's a white boogeyman under every
I
can
forgot I
of
had that one.
and bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
That's a fact.
Gee. These motherfuckers weak. Where the pig holing?
Do I smell it? Or
Stupid motherfuckers.
Where the
Yes,
rest of
sir.
my other shit at? There's a white boogeyman under
Hit
every
the
can of
Cash
grape
App,
soda
support the
and
show.
bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Is it this one? W. There it is. All right, there it is. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, OG. You hear this? You hear this little dark man?
Yeah,
little leg.
Oh, you think I'm considered hook nose? Hook nose don't know what he's talking about.
what?
Is it crazy?
This is crazy.
Hook nose just pulling stuff. He just pulling stuff out of the air. He making stuff up. We don't know nothing about it. That cop was right.
This is not
wow.
Florida. This is in Utah, sir. This is in Utah, General Specific. There's a lot. So what it is I think it's just these small towns, right? That's what it is. It's something. It's something. Let's continue.
See, this guy was being prejudiced against cops.
Who? Who's prejudiced against cops?
This guy right here.
Look, what?
Hook nose.
Oh, Hook nose. He's not even a Jew. Y'all motherfuckers be hating.
He don't even
I'm
like
telling
the
you, bro,
cops.
I don't know what's going on, bro. This nigga's influenced John, bro. John ain't never been like this, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this shit crazy. All right, well, continue shit.
To him walking home from the bar where he was walking through this suburban area, through parking lots and across residential streets where there are no traffic lights. As you'll see, they did not, because they could not subsequently charge Sean with jaywalking because he did not commit any crime. The cop was actually mistaken.
Do you want me to have you fired? I can do that.
Can you?
Yeah.
How?
Call them.
Okay. Give me your ID.
Go away. Well, I will.
Okay.
Have you fired?
Do you want to go in handcuffs and I can identify you that way?
I didn't do anything.
I just told you, yes, you did.
I was just walking across the street. That's not doing anything.
Without a designated crosswalk, which you are legally obligated to do.
No, other people do it. They don't get in trouble.
I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about you right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's not
We talking about us. We talking about you.
We're going to be out of Pepperidge Apartments.
I'm gonna come take your ass to jail too, John.
Go away.
Get that man his ticket.
He ain't trying to give him a ticket, sir. He just want his ID.
Yes, you did.
You guys always do this to me when I've done nothing. That's harassment.
40's fine. No?
That is harassment.
You committed a crime.
Or I'll be fired.
You committed a crime. I have a legal right to identify you. So either you are going to give me your ID, or I am going to put you in handcuffs, and then I'm going to find your identification anyway. So what is it going to be?
Crime. I haven't
Put him in handcuffs.
No?
No.
Okay, put your hands behind your back then.
I'm telling you.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm telling you, I haven't done nothing.
Oh, now he resisted. He resisted now. Oh, yeah. That's another charge.
I haven't done nothing.
Give me your hands.
In his police report, Officer Fratto stated as follows: "It was at this time I attempted to place the male into custody. However, as I latched onto his left arm, he pulled his hands away and prevented the lawful arrest. After a few seconds of struggling with the male, I proceeded to sweep his legs out from underneath him. lying the male face down as I was able to straddle his hips and lower back and place his right arm behind his back. I continued to give the male commands to relinquish his left arm, which he was tucking away into his chest. However, he continued to resist.
31, can you
Stop
step
reaching
it
for
up?
that
We're
man
fighting.
gun.
Let me get up and I'll tell you. I'll get up. Let me get up and I'll tell you.
Give me your hand.
You see?
Give me your
reach
hand.
for his gun.
I haven't done nothing.
Give me
Let
your
me
hand.
Get up.
Give me your hand. Okay, I'm gonna walk you over to my car, okay?
I haven't done nothing. Wait a minute.
You made
haven't
that
done
man.
nothing.
You made that man
Okay,
slam you
I
down
already
the ground
told you.
for not getting
I
your
was
license.
just
Walk over to the car. Can you walk?
No, you just broke. You almost broke everything on.
There's 4 other guys right here. They'll watch your stuff. Go ahead and take a seat.
No,
Take a seat.
trust me.
OG.
What's up with it?
I have a question for you. What do you think he's gonna say is suspicious about what this young adult had on him?
I couldn't even tell you, bro. I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck this nigga was following. I really want to know why he was. Like, I really want to know why he think this nigga was suspicious enough to follow the nigga. I really want to hear this shit.
So if he had some money, do you think there would be something weird about him having ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, it mean
No,
went
he
to a strip
probably
club. Went to the strip club.
No, sir. He was just at a karaoke bar. Okay, first of all,
It's not legal
if
to go to
you
strip
go,
club, sir.
yeah, if I'm saying so, he was at a karaoke bar, and it happens to people when they up there, bro. If you go up there and it's your joint and you own it, nigga, people might throw you a little money up there. You know how people get happy? They come over there and throw you $1 or something. So they having a few dollars in your pocket, nigga, don't mean nothing.
That's a fact. I don't know what's wrong.
What's wrong with you, John?
Man, what did they do to you, John? What they got on you, sir?
I'm telling you, nigga must have cashed after this nigga something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Dude got a bunch of ones on him, saying they just suspicious. That's all.
OG. What they done did to John, dog? What they done did to him, dog? I don't know.
Man.
You got a bunch of ones on that don't look right. I mean, what you doing all the ones, bro?
Boy, that nigga definitely ain't handicap stripping. I don't know what we doing out here, but so John,
Hey, no chase is right. It do cost $1 to play a song. That's a fact. I don't know about a karaoke bar, but
I mean, it might be like that though. You know what I'm saying? That's how they make a little money.
I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I don't know. But he
80 cripple blind or crazy. He might be retarded dancing. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? A little song request or something, you know.
Okay, well, let's continue.
See, let me ask you. You really been taking your jail?
I'm gonna have you sit down for a second.
What?
Thick Steelers have bruises on me.
Jesus Christ. Does he need medical attention? He has a scuff on his elbow. I don't know what else he has, but I've already asked him, and he's like, I haven't done anything. So I tried asking him.
I believe that the guy in the black shirt is the supervisor of Officer Frato. And to be honest, throughout the footage where he's on the scene, you can kind of read in his eyes, he's like, all right, what the hell were you thinking? You really screwed up. But at the same time, does he let Sean go? No. He sort of helps him after the fact find justification for what had just happened.
Pulling into
Teamwork.
parking
That's what I
lot
see,
over there.
teamwork.
Dark. He comes emerging from one of the buildings. Turn my lights on. Looks at me. He just starts walking fast. Keep pulling up next to him. Get out of my.
Look at this nigga with the flashlight on. I don't know why he got his flashlight on, but the bitch is on it. It's stupid. But look at this fake. Close your mouth. Close your mouth, motherfucker. What the? He's like, this nigga can't be real. This nigga. I'm leaving. If it was me, I'm out of there.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I wouldn't even be around this shit. And then look how stupid this nigga looks.
Cause y'all not team players.
No, John, that's not team. Team would have been to go ahead and recommend this nigga out there and tell him don't be doing this dumb shit. They just got through saying, well, this nigga just got through saying afterwards he helped the nigga prove nigga why the shit was wrong. Bro, you should have been doing all that right now on the scene as a sergeant, sir. Like Tom said, you should have been like, you know what, hey man, I heard everything. Hey man, you can't be doing that like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let him go and let this slide off.
He heard the man resisting. He heard the man refusing to get an ID. He heard the man reaching for his gun. I don't know.
Yeah.
He heard the man. He heard reaching for his
But
gun.
we seen none of that in the video though, John.
Yeah, nah, we
so
saw
that's
that in
gonna
the
make it
video.
look bad. So it's gonna make it look bad on you when it comes down to you. They asking you what happened when you did your investigation. Yeah, nigga.
He said, I don't know what you're doing here, bro.
Yeah, nigga. That transparency is a beast. You see what happened to his ass. Right now we going off to the officer's words, and look where it got his ass, nigga.
This tape ain't gonna make it to trial. I don't know what
You hear me?
You're right. It's gonna be
Beating up on.
This tape gonna make it to trial.
You
This
right.
tape gonna get lost.
And this nigga beat up a gold Olympian, nigga. You is out of line, nigga.
Yeah, that's a
Crazy.
Olympic gold medalist right there. He beat up
bro, you
all
can't-
on China's best. What are we doing here?
And you gonna what? You swept that nigga from his feet and everything.
He almost broke that gold medalist's leg, and all he do is use his cycle.
You want to know what he doing with them deformed arms, and you trying to pull it back yonder. Stop it. You messing up our next goal, nigga. Get this nigga out of here.
Yeah, we need these. We need, you know, America needs these gold medalists. What we doing here?
Car
he's
just
not-
sprints off over
He's not
here.
competing in Olympics, bro. He in the
See
wrong
him walk
Olympics.
in, turn my lights back on, and I'm kind of like pacing into my car, asking him like why he's running and everything like that. He's trying to get away from you. Leave me alone. It's like, okay. Pull up right here. I see him jaywalk right across the street.
Crazy.
I told him, hey, well, you crossed without a designated crosswalk. You have to identify yourself now. He's like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, I want you to leave me alone. I was like, well, why are you out here? Exactly. I'm just going home. From where? The bus stop.
He moved from the buildings over there?
No. He has a very odd stack of cash in his back pocket, though.
Buildings over there?
Yeah, he was running from the buildings over there.
So he wasn't walking down the sidewalk.
No, he wasn't just walking down the sidewalk. I saw him in the buildings over there. When I first saw him, he was like emerging from one of the side of the buildings, sees me, doesn't want to look back. He just kind of keeps speed walking. Get up close to him again. Try getting out of my car to talk to him. That's when he sprints off over here. Catch back up to him. And I see him jaywalk. I was like, okay, well, you have to identify yourself now.
Why? That just shows he just needed that crack fixation of the ID, boy. That motherfucker's a meth head, dog, for real.
Hey,
Like,
can you run that back just 10 seconds real quick, just so I can make sure I heard what I just heard?
yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
you heard
give
what
you
you heard.
15 seconds.
You heard
I'll
what
give
you heard.
15 seconds.
Now, if I did, it's gonna be bad on your end. About to get
That nigga
another
said-
You heard
shot.
what you
You better
heard.
hope
You
you
heard-
better
you
hope I ain't heard what I heard.
You heard what you heard. I heard what
Okay,
you
go
heard.
ahead. All right.
He got an odd stack of cash in his back pocket.
Nah, that ain't what I was worried about. Go
No,
ahead and
but
play it
that's
real
what-
quick.
That's what I said. The motherfucker said, odd stack of cash. What the fuck is that supposed to be? That just sounds stupid, but all right.
Doesn't want to look back. He just kind of keeps speed walking. Get up close to him again. Try getting out of my car to talk to him. That's when he sprints off over here. Catch back up to him. And I see him jaywalk. I was like, okay, well, you have to identify yourself now. I saw you commit a crime. He still doesn't want to. I kept telling him, either you're going to identify yourself, or I'm going to put you in handcuffs. I'm going to identify you that way.
All right,
And he
pause.
keeps kind of blading off and like trying to like walk away. So figured
You
his
can pause the time.
mannerisms were pretty weird. But
Now, John, just to let you know, sir, he just sat there and lied to his supervisor.
So you
We
say,
wa-
go
we
ahead.
no, it's not what I'm saying. It's on video. See, this is why I like transparency, sir. I don't want to just hear your story. I want to know what the story looked like. And you know, the good part about it was I ain't got to see it. I can see it with my own two eyes, like Pop said. He literally came out of that building. That officer followed him. He ran. Then the officer caught back up with him, and he was still walking through the buildings at that time. When he pulled over to him and tried to get out of his car, he hit the corner on that nigga, and he didn't run. He just hit the corner, and then he rolled up on him next to the side and had a conversation with him. He just told his supervisor that conversation he had with him didn't never happen. He said once he crossed the road, he pulled up on him. Nigga, you lying with your story off top. You didn't chase him all the way he didn't run all the way to them apartments, because I just got through talking to Tom like, bro, you know this nigga handicapped. This nigga just got through, ran, and then he just caught back up with the nigga.
Oh, gee, we don't care about your details.
Yeah, well, they work, sir.
Your details are
Look at this nigga,
right
okay.
Not a bad as you ain't shit. Hey, do I look like my dad right there?
That's
crazy. I should have showed that shit to my mom. She's like, "Oh, you look just like your daddy." Woo. Lord Jesus.
It's crazy.
You ready, John the Baptist? Because you on that bullshit right now.
No, I agree with y'all the whole time. I don't know what we're doing here.
Oh, now
this got wrong.
Okay.
This got wrong. This got wrong.
Yeah, absolutely is. Duh. Shit, what the fuck you mean?
I
don't know what y'all been here. I don't know what y'all been
That
here.
nigga Zuma said, nigga, Unitas related.
Drugs or yes.
Yeah, you and Unitas do look like brothers on that bitch, though. Y'all both light-skinned.
Open doors. Yeah, because he has a pretty awesome.
Listen, I don't know how it lightened my whole skin tone up. To
Sir, they know what you mean. Lighten your, sir, I told you, lighter than me.
What do you mean? I'm not
This
brighter than
nigga
you.
be tripping, bro. You are, bro.
No, I'm not. Now, look, no, ain't no fucking way. Look, that shit
Yes,
lights
way.
me up like a mother. Look
Yeah,
at this
that's
shit.
your color, bro.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
you
here, now.
do the you and Unitas do look like brothers on that picture, though.
Yeah, I can see
it. My wife said that's gross. It's not gross. Not gross here.
What is that? What is that? An AI filter or something?
Yeah, I just did that. I just switched it up because my wife don't like when I look like that.
I want to see what I look like when I get older.
That's my creepy clown smile right there. I got big lips in that one. I don't know what happened.
They took a natural picture of you. What we doing?
That's a fact.
Stack of cash in his back pocket. What happened over here? I tried putting him in handcuffs and he kept pulling away. So just kind of kicked his feet out from under him and then got one of his hands. He didn't want to give me his other one.
You all right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm hit anywhere or hurt anywhere. I'm not exactly sure where. I saw his cut on his elbow, like his left elbow. It's kind of like a road rash type of thing. I'm not sure exactly how I got his blood on me, but that's his.
Yes, pipes.
Yeah, actually. Did you pick up all of his stuff by chance?
You can grab it on the bed.
Okay.
Look at that's crazy as shit.
So I did have a legal right to identify you.
There's other people who do it.
Okay.
Cops don't stop them, though.
Okay. Like I told you, is that I can't speak for the other hundreds of people that cross the street illegally. Okay. But where you're emerging from these buildings in the middle of the night, it's all black over there. Okay. And then
The reason I was doing it,
Hold on, hold on.
here.
Hold on.
That's why I was doing it.
Okay. If your apartment's over here, I'm concerned about why you're walking from over there, though.
Oh,
Okay?
yes, sir. You need to
There's
just.
no crosswalk
They need to get you up out of
I
here.
can't do that. By the way,
Okay.
See?
There's actually a crosswalk.
See, that's what I said, OG. I said the same fucking thing. This nigga need to be off the force. For real.
Yep.
I'm sorry. There's no other way. I'm not. I don't want.
He just needs some training. That's all.
No,
because
bro,
you
it's
can't-
beyond training, dog.
That training, that what he's doing right now, first off, he's lying like a motherfucker to begin with. And then to misinterpret the law is ridiculous. When your fucking own sergeant just read the law, did he read the law to him yet? Oh, he's about to. It's just insane. I'm like this. He needs he needs to find a new job. And he doesn't need to be a police officer.
Yeah, he ain't fit to be a type of police officer we need.
Yeah. I mean, come. If you don't know something, because they just said there was something wrong with him, so you know this man is handicapped, and you really gonna do this, nigga? Come on, man. I don't need you to have a heart. I need you to follow
Yeah,
the fucking law.
well, see, my thing is, bro, you so stuck on where the fuck he came from, but you didn't investigate none of that shit. You didn't even, y'all niggas didn't even keep on saying it came from warehouse buildings and shit, nigga. When you didn't even check if it was a fucking party or anything going on. Obviously it was, because the nigga who just got through recommending your ass and really got all this information that we looking at right now was the owner of the karaoke spot, nigga. So we know it was something open over there. This is your fault. You put yourself in there and you got yourself fired because of some bullshit, sir.
I don't think they fired him, but he need to be fired.
Well, they need to be. Oh, okay. I thought he was already. I thought they had
I
already
hope
made up
he
their
is,
mind,
shit.
get him up out of there. That's a
Bitch,
gold
he
medalist.
crazy.
I'm thinking he gone, dog. They didn't injure the next gold, bro. He ain't even gonna be able to go get another gold after that scratch on his elbow and shit.
All these
He ain't do
assumptions.
that.
Yeah, all these assumptions. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Right up there.
you done
Where
got
I'm
the man
coming from,
fired off
you're
assumptions.
emerging from a dark business center in the middle of the night. You see me, a police officer, in a car, in a uniform, and you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. But it's just kind of...
If you don't want to talk to him, why is he in the back of a police car? Because he didn't want to talk. He told you leave him alone more than once, and you continuously to harass the motherfucker.
weird that you run away from me, okay? And then when you're walking here
The
on
reason I did, you kept following me down there. It's like, I'm not doing anything.
Because I wanted to talk to you, see what was going on. But like I said, you didn't have to talk to me then.
Then why did you continuously harass? See, this is even worse. Why he doesn't need to be on the job. This is even worse. You can't rationalize what the fuck what you're saying inside your goddamn brain that's coming out your motherfucking mouth. It sounds so well, you don't have to talk to me, but I wanted to talk to you, and it was weird that you didn't want to talk to me. Bitch, make up your fucking mind.
And basically telling that nigga you didn't have to talk to me at that
You had
time.
to talk to me.
And now I can make you talk to me because I need that ID.
I need that crack, boy. That meth, nigga. That xylazine, nigga. It's crazy.
How much
But when
will
you
get
cross
paid
the
for this?
street without a designated crosswalk, I have a legal right to identify you and talk to you then.
Nothing I did. That's what I told you up there.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
So when I told you that you have to identify yourself to me, you have to identify yourself to me. With you continuing to refuse, that's how we ended up in this position.
Oh,
I didn't necessarily want to fight you, but because I'm trying to put handcuffs on you and then you start fighting me, that's why we get to this point, okay? Do you have any questions?
And he reached for his gun.
He ran all the way up here.
Yeah.
Where did he cross at?
He crossed right here.
You were coming up and he crossed in front of you?
No, so I saw him. I was up here and I saw him cross in my rearview mirror.
Yeah, catch that.
Anything said over there to look.
What was that?
Anything said over there to check any buildings because he not willing to talk to you.
He said he didn't understand his rights, and I tried
That ain't what he
elaborating them
said.
to him.
That ain't what he said.
So I didn't do anything wrong. So
He lied 4 times.
He's got something else going on.
Yeah.
So my question is, how much that man gonna get paid off this interaction?
Shit, a grip. Should be a
it's-
nice little chunk of money.
The thing about that is, again, this is why I like doing these shows, because hopefully one of these goddamn try hard goddamn lawyers out here that need to be a civil rights lawyer will come up here and take some of these goddamn cases. Because this shit is crazy. Most people can't. Most of these civil rights lawyers won't take these cases because it's going against someone that they actually agree with all the time. So that's the problem. You have people
Or it's going against their system.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, that they tend to fucking levy in all the time. So, thank you for showing me you have a rag, sir. But yeah, I guarantee he can't find a fucking lawyer. Well, Hook knows there's not a lawyer in Utah. He's in West Virginia or Virginia, one of the two Virginias.
it's jaywalking, isn't it?
OG, they're looking up the law right now and realize he ain't wrong.
Yeah. Oh, I knew they went wrong once I seen that nigga turn that cone in that car.
I believe this is the spot where they actually bother to look up the Utah jaywalking statute, and they realize that, he could not have violated the Utah jaywalking statute crossing the road where he did. Because there were no traffic lights, he was entitled to cross anywhere on the road. He just had to yield the right of way to any oncoming vehicles. Consequently, he was not charged with this alleged crime that he had committed right in front of the officer that entitled him to be detained.
Between adjacent intersections.
That traffic shit is already operational.
There's one down there.
He said this one down there. He trying to make it up.
Yeah.
Gotta
Let
make
that man.
something. Oh, let me go
Let-
radio
let that-
silent real quick.
Let that man go.
And now what happens, another common thing that we see in these videos, the officer covers his body cam and then mutes the audio and has an extended conversation through which I'll fast forward just so you can see that it happened. What were they hiding? We can only presume the worst.
Can I hang out with him for a sec?
She think it's fuck. I ain't going.
That should
For
be
the fact,
illegal.
for the fact you covered the camera and muted it, yeah, ain't nothing. Yeah, you done.
That should be
Well, they
illegal.
trying to. Well, this is that time, bro, where they are trying to figure out. Well, we can't catch him with the jaywalker, but we can catch him for resisting arrest. Or did he hit you? Are you hurt? Did you notice, nigga, when the supervisor asked him what happened? The first thing he asked him was he okay? Was he hurt? After he just swept the nigga who's handicapped. Come on, bro.
He tripped the motherfucker because he was right. He didn't have to give you shit. Fruit of the poisonous tree. He did nothing wrong. How the fuck can you force a motherfucker to ID when he did absolutely nothing wrong? This is why these motherfuckers should be locked up and thrown off the goddamn force.
Yeah, there was no need for the interaction to even happen at all. Once he he didn't do anything wrong seriously at all.
It's crazy.
The jaywalking never happened.
No.
The jaywalking never happened. The interaction with that cop never should happen after all. It's like everything that, even if him resisting arrest can't even be charged because what you arresting him for? There was no stop. There was nothing that you legally stopped him for.
Mm-hmm. And in some places, I can't remember where the only place where you're not allowed. I think it's Arkansas, where you're not allowed to resist in any way, shape, or form. I think it's Arkansas.
I'm saying I'm not even speaking legally. I'm just saying though, like just common sense. If you had no reason to stop him, this interaction had no reason to happen at all. None.
Well, you can
Because-
resist unlawful arrest. You understand that, right? So
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm just saying, just common
I
sense
think
wise
there's only
though.
one state where you can't. And no, it's
Arkansas,
it's
you
not
said
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
It's not Arkansas. I think it is either New Jersey or Philadelphia, where you cannot resist an unlawful arrest. I think that's it.
Yeah, but see, if he would have been honest and truthful with his goddamn sergeant, bro, none of this would have been happening in the first place. Because after your first interaction, and then you so-called leaving the situation and going about your business, you so happily had to look at your motherfucking rearview mirror and see that this nigga crossed the damn street.
Yeah, that's just stupid. The whole thing is dumb. Like,
And that was petty. And that was petty. He even said that I looked in the mirror and saw it. That was even petty.
Petty as shit. Philly isn't a state. I'm sorry. Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. My bad. Conchonery.
For a sec. If you don't want to talk to us because you don't understand your rights, that's fine. You don't have to talk to us, right? But
Say
under
it
this
again.
case, I mean, it's kind of suspicious. The circumstances you were located in, and he had a right to stop you at that point. Okay? So he has a legal reason to do that. You're resisting. Legally, you can't do that. Now, if you don't want to talk to us, that's awesome. That's your right? If you're not doing anything suspicious, you're just walking down the sidewalk, that's one thing. And yeah, you can tell us to pound sand all day long, that's fine.
He did.
You don't have to talk to us if you don't want to. But under these specific circumstances, it was suspicious. His supervisor
doesn't have to talk to you.
Stop you. Okay. So
Now you're lying to him. You're lying to him. You saying everything he did was correct, and then gonna say, but in this instant, you're supposed to. It was suspicious. No, bitch, you just told him that he didn't have to talk to you. He didn't have to do nothing. He didn't have to stop for you. But now you're saying that he had to. You fucking idiots. Misinformation. You need to be off the force, and your sergeant needs to be relieved of duty because his ass is allowing this shit to happen.
Facts.
Gonna let you go home, but he's gonna issue citations for something. And hopefully we just
Wait a minute. 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 Wait a minute.
That's the sergeant talking. That's crazy. Now, for sure, he needs to be relieved of duty. Because now you're lying to him, too.
Okay, this nigga just literally, he never punched at you. His arms don't go up that high, nothing like that. He ain't do nothing that to you. So, and then you just explain how you had control of one of his arms the whole time. And when you swept the nigga and he went to the ground, your words was he put the arm in front of his chest. And I said, nigga, you shouldn't be pulling that arm back yonder because just when you put it back, you got to put that arm back. You know what I'm saying? You can't be pulling that back there. And how can he strike you in that?
The thing about it is, OG, is that this man is absolutely wrong in every way because no matter if you want to talk to him or not, if they want to give you something, they're going to continue to fucking violate your rights for no fucking reason and get away with it. And I guarantee the chief's going to be like, it's okay. We're just going to retrain them, which they're not going to retrain. They need to be, the sergeant needs to be off the force and that other motherfucker too. Get them both off of because he's allowing this shit to happen. You're supposed to be a fucking supervisor. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. It wasn't like you wasn't on the scene. You're on the scene now. You listening to what this motherfucker said. You looked up the laws and showed that he was correct. You just said he doesn't have to talk to you, but in this instance, he's suspicious. Suspicion is neither a misdemeanor or a fucking felony. So, what are you doing? How did he have to stop and talk to you? Because he's being suspicious? That doesn't make any sense. He tried to quell the motherfucker's suspicion by saying, I was going home. And of course he's going to run from you because guess what, motherfucker? You're following him. This is...
It sounds to me like the supervisor is admitting to Sean that there was no legal justification to stop and detain him, but yet there was, just because it happened. And now, once again, you'll hear Officer Frato tell the story to Sean, to whom he knows is disabled, and now he's changed his story. He's going to cite something. So he cites a Utah statute. You would think it would be jaywalking, but it's not.
Sergeant Rasmussen was just barely telling you, okay? So I have a legal reason to stop and identify you. That's actually part of this code that I also printed off for you. Utah Code annotated 77-7-15, okay? You can read over that in your free time. But basically, that's for when I tell you that I'm going to be placing you under arrest to identify you and you're resisting my legal right to do that, okay?
So I went and looked that up, and that code section says authority of peace officer to stop and question suspect. A peace officer may stop any individual in a public place when the officer has a reasonable suspicion, and that tracks federal constitutional Fourth Amendment law, to believe the individual has committed or is in the act of committing or is attempting to commit a public offense and may demand the individual's name, address, date of birth, and an explanation of the individual's actions. So this is actually more restrictive than the federal Fourth Amendment reasonable suspicion standard. It doesn't say anything about demanding a physical ID, demanding ID, forcibly demanding ID. It just says if there's reasonable suspicion, and not just general suspiciousness, it has to be reasonable suspicion to believe the individual has committed or is in the act of committing or attempting to commit a public offense. Then they may demand the individual's name, address, date of birth, etc. So it seems to be more restrictive than what the Constitution prohibits, which states, of course, can do. What crime did Sean commit, or was he in the process of committing? For reasons already explained, it could not have been jaywalking. They didn't charge him with jaywalking. What authority under that statute did the officer have to demand his ID? None, because it doesn't allow him to demand an ID. Sean had not been driving. I don't believe he drives. Did the officer ask what his name was or what he was doing? I don't think Sean refused to answer any of those questions that the officer was allowed to ask.
You're doing something weird. Where's your ID?
Yes, I walked over here to your phone. I didn't do anything.
You walked from over there in the middle of the night. Empty parking lot. None of those businesses are open. What are you doing?
Walking, bitch.
Walking home.
From where?
None of your
From the
goddamn business, bitch.
From where?
From the bar. Something else. I haven't done anything. I was just walking home. That's all I'm doing.
I gotcha.
This shit is insane,
So
dog.
leave me alone.
I need to see your ID.
No.
He explained that he was just trying to walk home. I don't think he was ever asked what his name was, what his date of birth was, what his address was.
So we can keep doing this. You can give me your ID, or I can put you in handcuffs, and then I can figure it out your identification that way. So what is it going to be?
He responded several times that he lived in that apartment complex, and I think he pointed to it. I'm glad he cited that statute because I wasn't even aware of that. So what we have here is somebody who was detained where the police officer had no legal right to detain them.
Because I wanted to talk to you, see what was going on. But like I said, you didn't have to talk to me then. But when you cross the street without a designated crosswalk, I have a legal right to identify you and talk to you then.
In any event, it's clear that the supervisor realized that his underling had screwed up, that jaywalking wasn't going to work, and began to use, well, these were suspicious circumstances, and the totality of those circumstances allowed the officer to think he was suspicious enough to stop and detain and get his information.
If you're not doing anything suspicious, you're just walking down the sidewalk, that's one thing. And yeah, you can tell us to pound sand all day long, that's fine. You don't have to talk to us if you don't want to. But under these specific circumstances, it was suspicious.
About?
His supervisor, I feel like he had a legal reason to stop you.
Of course he did.
But I don't think they have a case here, and I think that's why the prosecutor, after the fact, dismissed the charge against Sean. Sean had done nothing wrong. This wasn't the first time the cops had harassed him. No crime had been reported at all. Yet look what happened to him. These police officers ought to be ashamed of themselves, how they treated this vulnerable member of the community that they are charged to protect. Even when they found out the absolute truth about Sean, they still took no actions to protect him, to make things right. They tried to cover their own asses. And nobody's seen this footage until you right now. So if you live in that area, if these are your public servants, you really should be outraged, in my opinion. And I will put all of the contact information for the Clearfield, Utah Police Department in the first pinned comment below. I'll continue to follow this one, so please follow along by subscribing here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Punk bitches. Punk pussies. Oh, that shit is irritating. That shit right there was irritating because that man did absolutely nothing wrong besides walk home and be a little slow at it at the same time.
It really pissed me off at the end where this nigga pulled out something and then told that nigga, well, the first one, jaywalking, I can't get you on. But since I had this law right here, I put the information here. You can look it up yourself. Like this nigga, bro, you know, you and your supervisor sat there and talked about how slow this nigga was, and you pulled one over him.
Oh, absolutely. Motherfucking piece of shit. That dog right there. All right, so we're going to do our next one. Now, I haven't seen these other two. These other two that I haven't seen. Let's go with the Fearless Grandmama. We're going to go with that one. We're going to go with that one. She is a white woman.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers interfering, pat-downs, and the First Amendment, and is brought to us by Duck the Police's channel and Lackluster's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. This will be another double feature episode, so be sure to stick around for our coverage of both of today's interactions. On September 9th, 2024, a deputy with the Montgomery County Precinct 5 Constable's Office in Texas initiated a traffic stop on a driver who pulled into a gas station parking lot. The interaction that followed was captured on the deputy's body camera.
You gonna roll down the window? Why not? Roll down the window.
Yes, may I help you?
Officer Norton, Montgomery County Constables, Precinct 5. The reason I pulled you over is your license plate is obscured. I cannot see your license plate.
You're full of crap anyway because it's got my bicycle things on it.
It still can't be covered.
Yes, it's not covered. It is, but that's
it's obscured.
legal.
No, it's not. I cannot see your license plate. I cannot see your license plate.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's obscured. Do you have your license on you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
However, it's not obscured.
Okay, it is obscured.
You can call Officer Simpson, Sergeant Simpson, and ask him. It is not obscured.
So me not being able to see your back license plate, don't roll up your window on me.
Oh, watch me.
Okay.
It was an accident to begin with, so don't threaten me.
I didn't threaten you. I said don't roll.
Don't roll up your window on me. It was an accident to begin with.
Okay, that's all I said was don't roll your window up on me. Where's your license?
Oh, she checked her ass. Good job.
Okay. We can
Check
agree.
the shit out of her ass.
The deputy claims that the driver's license plate is illegally obscured by the bicycle rack, and the driver argues that it is not. Subsection A7 of Section 504.945 of the Texas Transportation Code states that, quote, a person commits an offense if the person attaches to or displays on a motor vehicle a license plate that has a coating, covering, protective substance, or other material that distorts angular visibility or detectability, alters or obscures one half or more of the name of the state in which the vehicle is registered, or alters, covers, or obscures the letters or numbers of the license plate number or the color of the plate. Now, while this could conceivably prohibit covering the letters or numbers of the license plate with a bicycle rack, the statute specifically states that, quote, subsection A7 may not be construed to apply to a bicycle or motorcycle rack that is attached to a vehicle in a normal or customary manner. Accordingly, it is highly probable that a court would conclude that the driver's license plate was not unlawfully obscured, and that, therefore, the traffic stop was unlawful from its initiation.
Where are you coming from today?
None of your business.
Okay, cool. Any weapons in the vehicle?
None of your business.
It is my business, actually.
No, I don't have to answer any more questions.
Yeah, you do. Are there any weapons in the vehicle?
Here you go.
Are there any weapons in the vehicle?
No.
Okay. Any illegal narcotics?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle for me.
Excuse me?
Hop out of the vehicle.
Excuse me?
Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle.
Say that again?
Go ahead and hop out of the vehicle.
No.
Get out of the vehicle.
Out of the vehicle.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, no, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
8520. Can you send me another unit? I have a occupant that's refusing to get out of the vehicle.
I'm not getting out.
Yes, you are.
I'm talking about standing your shit, white lady.
I
I'm
do
with
not
you.
have to answer any questions, and I am not getting out.
It's a lawful order.
No, it's not a
No, it
lawful
don't
order.
work
Yes,
like
it
that,
is. It is
sweetie.
a lawful order. Me
You
telling
need
you
to
to
be
get out of
running
the
that.
vehicle.
You need to go run that ID.
You can
that
open up
you
the
just
channel.
got.
You can get out of the vehicle, or you can go for interfering. We'll sit here and all
Go for
day.
interference.
All I
Do
asked
what?
was for you to get out of the vehicle.
I am not getting out of my vehicle.
You ain't
I don't
even
know what's in
started
this
the
vehicle.
investigation
You're
yet.
not
You don't
telling
even
me
know
if
her
there are
name.
weapons. I asked you if there are weapons. You said I don't have to tell you.
There's no weapons in my vehicle.
You said I don't have to tell you.
In my vehicle.
Okay, cool. Well,
So I do not have to get out of my vehicle.
yeah, you do. It's a lawful order.
No, it's not.
Okay. We can agree to disagree.
I'm not doing anything wrong. There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle, and I gave you my driver's license.
Okay, well, we can either pull you out.
Call Sergeant Simpson.
I don't need to call Sergeant Simpson.
There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle. I've not done anything wrong.
So me asking you is a lawful order.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It definitely is a lawful order. Okay.
It's not a lawful order because there is no reason for it.
Okay, she already locked it.
The deputy
this
threatens
nigga.
to take the driver
Ooh.
to jail for interfering, for refusing to get out of his vehicle, arguing that it is a lawful order. As we have discussed many times before here on ATA, the Supreme Court held in the 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mims that a police officer may order the driver of a lawfully stopped car to exit their vehicle as a matter of course. Likewise, courts have held that Texas drivers who refuse a lawful order to exit a vehicle may be arrested for interference with public duties in violation of Section 38.15 of the Texas Penal Code, which states that, quote, a person commits an offense if the person with criminal negligence interrupts, disrupts, impedes, or otherwise interferes with a peace officer while the peace officer is performing a duty or exercising authority imposed or granted by law. In the 2024 case of Castro versus Corey, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Texas, held that a driver's, now quoting, repeated refusals to exit his vehicle interfered with a peace officer's duty in violation of Texas Penal Code Section 38.15. However, in reaching this conclusion, the court specifically noted that the district court had determined that the officers involved had reasonable suspicion for the initial stop and seizure of the driver, which, according to the Fifth Circuit, now quoting, confirms that the officers were exercising lawful duty as required by this statute. Additionally, the Fifth Circuit held in the 2007 case of Freeman versus Gore that an individual could not be arrested for a potential violation of the Texas interfering statute for disrupting an unlawful warrantless search of her home. The court concluded that a reasonable officer would have known that they could not lawfully search the home, and that, therefore, the homeowner was not, now quoting, interfering with the exercise of any authority granted to the deputies by law. Consequently, because the traffic stop itself was not lawful, the deputy could not lawfully order the driver out of the vehicle under the Mims case, and a court would therefore likely find that the driver could not lawfully be arrested for interfering for refusing to exit the vehicle.
That's all right. We got a sergeant on the line right now. See? He's en route. So you can sit here or you can comply with our orders.
There is no vehicle. There is no reason for me to get out of my vehicle.
I don't know what's in this vehicle. You were hesitant on me asking if there were any weapons in the vehicle, and you said no, I don't have to tell you. So
No weapons in my vehicle. If you're not shining your flashlight in my eyes, I'm deaf.
You're deaf?
well, that has nothing to do with a flashlight in your eyes. Anyways, I'm gonna run her.
It's a very common thing across the country as well.
Man, you can see that shit, bro. I thought you said it was skewed. I thought it was blocked to the point where you can't see it. She sure writing it down, ain't she? Now she need to go get her glasses fixed. Just give her a ticket, let her go. Why is she getting out the car? Why is she getting out the car? Why are you getting out the car?
Hands on the hood. Anything y'all need that's gonna poke prod me? Pat you down for officer safety.
No.
Hands on the hood.
That's not a pat down. That is to pull my bra.
It is definitely a pat down. We can argue all you want. I don't know why you are being so defensive.
You are not patting me down. You are feeling up under my bra.
Is that I'm allowed to?
The deputy claims that she is allowed to feel under the driver's bra as part of the pat down. The driver protests. During a Terry or traffic stop, law enforcement officers are generally allowed to perform a limited pat down search of a person for weapons.
All right, what happened?
Okay, so the first thing that you go for is the person's back. I thought you go for them hiding weapons in a place that they can always get to, which would be, you know what I'm saying, underneath the titty area. You slide up underneath there, you come in, you wrap your ray around so you can make sure you follow the waist area. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm not professional, you know what I mean? But I didn't see it get happen to, you know what I'm saying? We go through the airport and stuff like that, you know, they pull, you know, it's common. So what is she doing? And how can her fat arms reach her back? I'm pretty sure she did it when she put the bra on with the goddamn hanger. You know, the TikTok trick, the TikTok hack. Come on now. Y'all
I don't know what no TikTok hack.
Yeah, they got the TikTok hack on how people, and then like the big dudes, when they like, how do a fat person, how do a big oversized dude put on the belt when he can't reach around, you know what I'm saying, and put his belt through the back loop, right?
What the hell?
So you either so the two tricks that they came up with on the TikTok hack was already put the belt in your pants before you pull your pants up, so that one thing you gotta do is buckle it, or you get you a clothes hanger and you send it through and it just grabs onto you. What you call it? You pull it through, or you use a rope.
Oh shit, that's way too much for my butt. I can just reach around and put my motherfucking butt on.
Yeah, but some people ain't not, you know what I'm saying? They can't do it, Ty. And I don't think she can scratch. I don't think she can put her bra on like that. I think she got to use the little hack where you do the little and it pack it and it pop it.
I gotta look at titty hack.
She's a pretty big lady, bro. She's not small, bro.
She snapped in the front, then turn it around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm looking up TikTok bra hack, nigga. So I gotta look it up. You know what I'm saying? There are some hacks out here for bras. Okay.
I'm telling you, it fucked me up. I was like, they tell you, and what's that little thing they used to say had a little, I didn't know this until, it's something, I forgot how it go. That was showing you little shit, like with the soda can and with other stuff in the world. You be like, oh, I didn't know you do that. You use it like that. I didn't know that's what that was for. That type shit.
Okay. Hey, you know better than me, nigga. Okay. All right. That's yeah. Okay.
My question is, if you putting a belt on, how you use a rope to put a belt on?
I don't know. You gotta ask
See,
OG about this shit.
that's what I was saying, John. It's a gotta see it, bro. You gotta see it. It's smart as shit. You be like, oh, I would have thought of that, but you wouldn't have.
Why? But why? You can just put the belt on before you.
Like that dude from 600 Pound, my 600 Pound Life that we watched. You think he can put a belt on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut up, John.
You put the belt on before you get to put your pants on.
Yeah, exactly. You put the belt through the pants before you put the pants on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a simple way of doing it. I don't want your football, sir. No, I don't want it. It's nasty. Ugh.
They have reasonable suspicion that the person may be armed and dangerous. As the Supreme Court explained in the 1993 case of Minnesota versus Dickerson, quote, the purpose of this limited search is not to discover evidence of crime, but to allow the officer to pursue his investigation without fear of violence. A protective search must be strictly limited to that which is necessary for the discovery of weapons which might be used to harm the officer or others nearby. If the protective search goes beyond what is necessary to determine if the suspect is armed, it is no longer valid under Terry, and its fruits will be suppressed. Accordingly, even assuming that the officer had reasonable suspicion for the initial traffic stop, which she did not, and that she had a reasonable belief that the driver was armed, which is questionable, a court would likely conclude that the scope of the pat-down exceeded the permissible scope of a Terry stop.
Oh, she deaf, too. Oh, I didn't know that. I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, she said, don't shine that light in my eye because I'm deaf.
Don't shine the light in my eye because I'm deaf. Oh, well, she probably needs to see. She probably needs to see. That's probably why. There's a reason.
Okay.
That's a valid reason.
Yeah,
Because if she can't
she's
see,
trying to read lips.
Yeah.
And frisk. While an officer conducting a lawful pat-down may pat the exterior of clothing near the bra, a court would likely find that the deputy's decision to feel under the bra in this case was more invasive than permitted by Terry, as the level of intrusion appeared to be aimed more at discovering evidence of a crime rather than searching for weapons, especially since the deputy had no specific reason to believe that a weapon was concealed in that area.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Oh,
Where
she
are you
got the
coming
thing
from
on
today?
there. I see it now.
She's right.
No, I see it now.
But the deaf lady is right. If you don't suspect me of having a gun, you can't just search wherever the fuck you want to. It has to be. That's why I say when they do a search, they can search where that person would be. If you think that they did something, you've seen them reaching or something, they can only search in that specific spot that person was. They can't go searching in the passenger side or in the other side. They have to literally search where they think it was. But you know these cops here.
See her machine on her head.
My answer?
Next to her.
Anything in the car that you're not supposed to have?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if I search the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Stay right there.
Yeah, you already got an ID and shit. You can tell that she ain't got shit. Come on now.
Can you make note that the occupant got out of the vehicle? And do we have any canine narcotics available? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna one of that's enough for me to. Technically, she was interfering.
Oh yeah, I've done it.
I'm gonna call the DA. Did you call the DA before you? Yeah.
Well, my guy had physically had to remove him out of the car.
All right, I'm gonna call the DA.
Another person used to get punked when he was in school. He got that authority. Look at him. Look at him.
Is it what? They just just want to find something that they're not gonna find. This is egregious. This is stupid. This is why they shouldn't allow everyone to be a fucking cop. That just sounds dumb. Oh yeah, okay.
Hello, it's Officer Norton with Montgomery County Constable's Precinct 5. I got a question for you. So, out on a traffic stop for obscured license plate. She has like bikes covering her license plate. I can't see the license plate. When I told her that I wasn't able to see the rear license plate, she argued with me and says that it's not obscured. I asked her multiple times to get out of the vehicle because when I asked her, sorry, hold on. When I asked if there were any weapons in the vehicle, she said that she didn't have to tell me. And finally, after asking her multiple times, she said, no, there's no weapons in the vehicle. I then asked her, okay, well, do you mind stepping out? That way I know, for my safety, your safety, everything's okay. And then she refused to get out of the vehicle when I asked her multiple times. It took 4 other officers to ask her verbally. We didn't have to physically remove her. As I'm patting her down, seeing if she stuffed anything anywhere in her bra, she said that I was not doing a pat down, that I was illegally searching her.
Okay, you are. You literally are. You had a traffic stop for infringement of a license plate, not for her being a meth dealer.
And you won't tell your officer that she deaf or got some type of, and that's one of your problems right there. You're not giving the whole, you're giving certain circumstances so you can make him say something that'll abide by you so you can finish doing what you really want to do. And you just trying to get the go ahead. And that's the problem with them because they don't never give all the goddamn facts.
This is crazy. This is why that's why our tax dollars should not be going against this shit to defend these dumbass motherfuckers for doing the dumb shit. This is dumb.
Her. So I was going to see if that's enough for interference.
Give me a second. I want to look at something.
Okay.
Okay, here's where you're at. I'm with you. Technically, yes, you have the violation if you want to file it. However, there are some problems that will make you look terribly bad if you have to defend this case in court. The first one is the statute that I wanted to look at is that bicycles and motorcycle racks attached to a vehicle in normal or customary manner cannot be used as a basis for obstructing a license plate. It's actually spelled out in the statute. That's problem number one. Problem number two, she has a valid point about the search in saying that you patting her bra is not a pat down, it's a search. So the long and the short of it is, I would not do it, but if y'all really want to bite off that fight, yes, we'll file it.
No, I mean, I'm going to go with obviously what you say because I'm calling you to get your opinion on it. I was under the impression that if we weren't able to see a plate in the back at all, then it was obscured.
Well, I read you the exact language, and so you can see how you think it applies to your exact facts because you're looking at your situation live. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I physically can't see the plate, so like I legit had to go under the bikes as I'm pulling over the vehicle to see the plate. So
I'm giving you my distance, so yeah, whichever way you want to go is fine with me.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Ooh, look at this here. Look at the stop right there, John. See, and this, it don't even matter. They should have never gave her the power. You see what that was? Okay. That was her calling to get the power, and when power was gave.
Yeah.
Now it's up to her to make the decision. And the crazy part is, I didn't like that he explained to her that if you want to go down this road, it's going to look bad.
Well, that's his job to literally tell them.
Wait, no, sir. See that that's the problem.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be. No, okay, yeah, you're right. Thank you for agreeing with me.
It is the problem, but what they're gonna say is, OG, is that's the job of the DA to tell them what they're gonna fight and what they're gonna lose on. Because
I'm cool with that.
So
you shouldn't have to tell them niggas that.
Well,
you already have.
She should be able to look up the fucking law herself and read it verbatim what it says. She can. She don't have to call him to look that law up. Like LA said, they have a whole fucking booklet, pamphlet. They got a computer system that they can look at all these laws they want to charge for, and they'll give them directly what the fuck it is, pamphlet or
Okay.
whatever you want to call it. But
I get you.
it is their job, the DA's job, to say, hey, this is not a good look. I wouldn't. If you want to do it, sure, we'll do it. But at the end of the day, they're going to end up dropping. That's why you see a lot of drop cases on some of these dumbass fucking charges, because it's just dumb. You know what? She could have just said, hey, I can't see your license plate. Hey, if you want to fix that, here, go ahead and fix it and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I don't know if she did. She probably didn't do it. So that's probably the no. Back up. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But that's what they should have. That's what she should have did. Just gave her a fix-it ticket, not none of the extra stupid shit.
Shouldn't have been giving her a ticket in the first place.
Well, a fix-it ticket is usually a warning. That's what I'm. She could have just hey, your bike rack is obstructing your the visibility of your plate. That's all you had to say, and have her fix it. You didn't have to go as far as she going now. This shit is
but you shouldn't even been pulling her over because it obstructed her plate unless you was out here doing something egregious. This is my problem with that.
I agree.
You shouldn't have to give these niggas, they already got the power, but you just make the power even more stronger than what it is by telling her that bullshit. Yeah. Like, they don't even need to know that. They already know this type of shit, bro. It's either you're doing your job right or you're not. This is insurance for me to have your back when some bullshit happened. No, nigga, we don't need you to have their back because she couldn't see this goddamn woman. Was this woman driving erratically? Was she over the speed limit? Was she swerving? Was she doing anything out of line to the point where you see safety?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But no, you went through all this because of a goddamn. And then the crazy part about it is you could have literally just pulled over her, had her pull over, walk up to the back, get her license plate right then and there, while them lights and everything was on, and then went and asked her for her ID.
Yeah.
Easily said and done.
That's what I said she could have did. That's the easiest thing to say, look, man, get this fixed. I can't see it. Could you please? Because if I'm the only one, if I see it, I'm pulling you over because I can't see it. It's not a guarantee that someone else is not going to look at it and pull you over for the same thing. So I'm going to tell you, if it's obstructing it, to alleviate your stress and people that other cops coming out there to pull you over, just raise it up a little bit so we can actually see it. That's all I had to say. And she could have found someone in the morning and then in the next day.
You shouldn't even did that. You shouldn't even be doing that. That's just a waste of goddamn time.
It is, but they legally can do it. That's what I'm saying. If she's gonna do it, which she did, she could have just alleviated the situation. It'd been a 3-minute conversation, 2 minutes on top of that, and called it a day.
Yeah, it's just wasting time though, bro. You shouldn't even be thinking of these little petty little.
They got time to waste, OG. Come on now.
No, they need to be using that shit, bro. Either if you ain't doing nothing, that means everything is going right. Take that time and all this extra little 2 minutes and 5 minutes and 10 minutes and 30 minutes. Use that for the right things. We might need you for something else. We don't need you to be taking care of some bullshit like this, something that your ass can't see.
I'd much rather her be doing this than fighting crime.
I'd rather her be finding motherfuckers out here, bro, that's driving erratically, bro. Ain't got no headlights and shit like that. That's understandable. But for somebody that you can't see a goddamn license plate tag on, bro, as long as this person ain't out here going crazy in the goddamn car doing donuts and shit or doing something illegal, then you shouldn't even be worried about that, bro. As long as that motherfucker driving good and shit, you should be good.
It should be a totality type thing. I agree with you on that. In totality, what was she doing? Was she doing something egregious? Was she speeding? If she wasn't speeding, was she driving erratically? Was she lane hopping? A whole bunch of shit that you could have taken into consideration. But I don't know. I didn't see it. But of course, she probably didn't do anything wrong besides drive down the street. So I'm with you.
Well, that's basically what she already told her. She basically already told her that I'm only pulling you over because I couldn't see you, what you call it. That's the problem I have with what's going on right now. I don't got no problem with you driving and none of that other stuff. And then she went into asking her all of it. So that's
that could have been said to her and all that. I mean, I don't know if it was, probably was. Since you're saying she probably did say the shit, but the thing
I'm saying I didn't say that. She said it to him. Like, you're inferring that, bro, by just telling somebody, "Oh, I'm pulling you over not for speeding. I'm not pulling you over for swerving or anything like that. What I'm pulling you over for is because I can't see your I can't see your license plate tag.
Yeah, it's just
So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, again, that lets me know, well, damn, I'm not speeding, I'm not doing nothing crazy in my car. You just pulling me over because I can't see my shit. Cool. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue.
That's there. You can disregard.
Were you wanting to speak with the sergeant or?
You have any questions? All right. Well, the sergeant's right here if you want to speak to him. If not, you're more than welcome to go on about your day.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me, for him? No? Okay.
After talking to the DA, the deputy allowed the driver to leave without further incident. Very little information is available about this encounter,
That's
and
crazy.
it's unknown if the driver filed a complaint or intends to pursue legal action.
No, she won't.
Overall, the deputy gets an F for maintaining a rude and unprofessional demeanor throughout the encounter, demonstrating a fundamental misunderstanding of both Texas traffic laws and the Constitution, and repeatedly violating the driver's Fourth Amendment rights. While the Supreme Court has upheld the constitutionality of traffic stops based on so-called reasonable mistakes of law, in this instance, the statute explicitly stated that it did not apply to bike racks, showing that the deputy was simply ignorant of the provisions of the statute that she was attempting to enforce. When the driver attempted to correct her understanding of the law, the deputy responded in a condescending and defiant manner, despite repeatedly being incorrect in her assertions. And while the deputy at least did not attempt to pursue interfering charges against the driver, she also did not apologize for or even appear remotely remorseful about unlawfully detaining her, searching her, and threatening her with arrest. This encounter underscores the critical importance of officers thoroughly understanding the laws they enforce, and highlights how a single misinterpretation of a statute can escalate into multiple constitutional violations. The driver gets an A for demonstrating a strong understanding of her legal rights, vigorously advocating for herself throughout the encounter, and attempting to educate an unknowledgeable deputy. That being said, I do want to generally caution against refusing officer orders to exit vehicles, as the Supreme Court has granted significant
That's the only motherfucking law these motherfuckers absolutely know is they can ask you to get out the fucking car. That's one that they can ramble that bitch off, but they can't ramble off nothing motherfucking else. It's crazy how they only know one fucking law. It's crazy. It's insane.
Hey, I don't even be worried about it. I'm been looking at them niggas stupid. You want to get out? You get out the car? Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I would. I got
No
the car.
problem.
All right, cool, whatever.
You want to search it, whatever? Well, okay, whatever. I'm looking at you stupid. Okay.
I ain't letting you search shit.
Waste
Man.
of
You
time.
look the bottom of my ball.
Bro,
Fact,
I ain't about to give a damn, bro. What the fuck you gonna find in this goddamn car that I don't know what's in here? If you want to pull everything, you're gonna be looking stupid.
nah, because I got to put that bitch back. Have you ever had them motherfucking tear your car apart?
Yeah, I seen them try. I prevented all that. I prevented all that. Yeah, I prevented all that.
All right, go to the military base. They'll have your whole seat cushions out of that bitch. Your goddamn dashboard out that motherfucker. Yeah, they stupid. Yeah. These motherfuckers.
Yeah, I ain't went that far. I ain't went that far with it, but yeah, they didn't try to get in there and try to do so. I just looked at them like they were stupid. Well, you gotta take that bitch apart. I said right here and put it back together. I ain't tripping.
I ain't putting shit back together, and them motherfuckers won't do it too. But to each their own.
Discretionary authority to officers to order drivers and passengers alike out of vehicles during lawful traffic stops. It is important to remember that a driver does not have to have committed an offense for a traffic stop to be lawful. Rather, the stop must be supported by at least reasonable suspicion. As we discussed earlier, reasonable suspicion can be based on a reasonable mistake of the law, as well as a reasonable mistake of fact. Or it could simply be that the driver's vehicle matched the description of a vehicle involved in a crime. Additionally, in determining whether a traffic stop is lawful, courts look at whether there was reasonable suspicion or probable cause for any offense, not just the offense that the officer actually believed was committed. In this case, the traffic stop seemed to be unconstitutional, but it is possible that a court could conclude that it was lawful based on information not available to us. As such, I suggest that citizens always comply with orders to exit vehicles.
Wait a minute. Let me see this 1 second. Oh, you can see her license plate. She full of shit.
You know what
She
I'm
full of
saying? Yeah,
shit.
man, I ain't about to play with
Yeah,
this
you full
woman.
of shit. Yeah, she on one. She on motherfucking one, dog.
August 18th, 2023, Deputy Croft of the McCracken County Sheriff's Office in Kentucky was
They say
driving without
cracker.
his lights activated when he allegedly
Kentucky.
merged across
Oh,
two
okay.
lanes without using a turn signal, nearly hitting driver Juniper Mulligan, who avoided a collision by slamming on her brakes. Deputy Croft parked in a McDonald's parking lot, as
we've
did
seen this
Ms.
one.
Mulligan,
We've
and
seen
she
this
walked over to Deputy Croft's vehicle and knocked on his window to talk to him about his driving. As a result, Deputy Croft detained Ms. Mulligan
Yeah,
and called for backup.
We seen that one. She was arrested. And then we seen that one. We don't want to watch that one again. That's a waste of time. But that deaf chick was actually more, let's go to this one since we got time. We got time today, man. Don't forget, 1 a.m., 12 a.m., there will be OG and Wrestler. Am I right? Yeah. Drop by discussions.
Oh yes, at 12 Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, drop by discussions tonight.
Yeah.
It's always East Coast first, OG.
Is wrestler alive yet?
You say what?
Is wrestler alive yet?
Oh, shit, I haven't even checked. I'm pretty sure he is. He had because I don't never set up the show. I don't never do nothing, man, unless I see that he already put the post in and everything that the episode is going down for that night. So,
all right, cool.
I'm pretty sure he already tuned in.
All right, cool beans. I want to make sure because he was in chat yesterday. We know he's alive yesterday. I don't know about today. We ain't talked to him today yet, but yeah, drop by discussion 12 o'clock Central, 1 a.m. Eastern today. Check him out, get active, and be involved. Don't be in the clouds watching. Come in there, like the stream, Jesus, and say something in chat. Shit.
Possibly casing the place.
So you just illegally detained me?
I did say that.
You just said you detained me.
Yeah.
Is suspicious a misdemeanor or a felony?
OG, this is how you should be when motherfuckers harass you. This one was crazy.
It was a suspicious
It's neither. He putting his gloves, he ready to go hands on.
He's cold-blooded. I've been doing this for 17 years.
If I your own people right?
No.
I wouldn't resist or anything if you guys want to attack me or anything. I see you trying to circle behind me.
I got a YouTube channel, think you're cool, a bunch of followers.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In early November of 2024, Kansas City Accountability was filming around the city when he was approached by Officer Savage of the Grandview Police Department.
Hello.
How you doing?
How much time?
I'm okay. Just recording?
Is there a reason?
I got a camera.
They're just concerned because apparently the individual matching your description has been doing this a lot at NASB locations.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, you got your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Savage, Grandview Police Department,
yeah,
badge number
that's the real deal.
0315.
Thank you so much for being professional. Yes, sir. I'm just recording. I didn't even speak to nobody.
I know, but they see you out here and they're concerned that you're possibly casing the place.
Say that one more time.
Casing the place?
I'd rather roll a joint than case one.
Okay, no, I get that.
Yeah.
So is it like for a YouTube website, or is it just recording just because you want to situation?
I'm just recording. It's almost like one of the first actual real days of fall.
Okay.
The temperature didn't drop. Well, yesterday I guess was the temperature was down. Actually, on Halloween. It just didn't feel that bad.
Is there a reason you're doing this building?
I was actually just walking all the way around.
Just walking all the way around?
Yeah.
This building, or just walking around?
Just around the whole area. Is that fine?
That's fine. They're just concerned, so we're out here just talking to you.
Well, I have no ill intent, nothing like that, nothing nefarious going on. Just recording.
Like I said, is it for like a website that you got, or just because you like to? You have video editor or something?
I just got this camera. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm just trying to see what the footage look like. Next, I'm getting me a body camera. What kind is that?
This is a Motorola one, WatchGuard.
Okay.
So they had WatchGuard, and then WatchGuard got bought out by Motorola. So now that we got newer cameras, so when I activate that one, I'll activate that one.
Okay. Is that like a level 4 vest?
Or
is that a 3?
I don't know.
Okay.
It stops bullets at some point.
Okay.
So.
Corporal Bailey arrives on scene to protect Officer Savage from KCA's overwhelming charisma. His recent question concerning plates is likely to escape some, however, so I'll expound. Inside the officer's vest is a plate made of ceramic, polyethylene, and Kevlar. The combination of materials creates an armor for ballistic protection. A level 3 plate is typically designed to stop a 7.62 by 51 bullet, while a level 4 plate provides a greater degree of protection against larger projectiles and against those that can pierce armor.
Apparently, he's just out here recording the fine scenery.
Yeah. Can I get your name and badge number as well, sir?
Yeah, if you want, it's Bailey 0198.
Thank you so much for being professional.
You doing all right today?
I was just hanging around. It ain't as cold as I thought it would be.
Oh, yeah.
With the temperature dropping down.
Yeah.
How did daylight saving affect you guys?
I wasn't working, so
yeah.
Usually those guys are working, they got to work an extra hour.
Yeah, because I caught myself just waking up in the middle of the night and I didn't know why. And then when I got on the internet, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Okay, daylight savings. So, yeah, the extra hour of sleep, I guess it felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some things that people be having issues answering. Who can I answer a question to?
I can answer.
You want to say?
Well, anything I can answer, I will.
I mean, I think you can. What's 550 divided by 2?
Oh, it's going to take me a minute.
How
550 would be 275, I think.
Okay. Hey, come on, hey. You probably the second, probably the second officer I think that was able to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why is that a significant thing? Hey, you just do that or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here would be a good time to point out that by visiting Google Maps, any bozo can find.
All right. Let's pause. OG, did he dispel anything from you?
Huh?
Did he dispel anything from you?
No.
No, he didn't. He doesn't seem like he's gonna rob the place, case to join any of that.
I didn't see none of that, sir.
Okay.
I was waiting to see it.
I was waiting to see he's asking good questions. He's making it light, making sure he de-escalates their intentions of coming in hot if they were going to. I mean, he did a good job, that I would say, to keep everything on the low. You know what I'm saying? Not too let's say panties in a bunch, you know. What did you
by
see
now
there,
they should have been
John?
they should have been already getting back in the car, going about their business.
Absolutely. John, what did you see? Because you obviously over there for some odd reason.
I don't trust him.
You don't trust the who? The black dude or the cops?
The cameraman, whoever working the camera, I can't see behind
That's
the
the
camera.
black dude. That's the black dude.
Yeah, yeah. I don't trust him.
Okay, all right. Well,
he's too charismatic.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
This nigga too charismatic. Damn.
Shit. Well, I don't want to be on
for some reason he want me to drop my guard. I'm watching you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, that's a good. That's good. I'll give you that one. I'm not gonna complain. That was a good analogy.
Find pictures of every angle of the NASB building. The Google cameras captured photos from the bank parking lot, obtaining objectively better pictures than KCA had the opportunity to gather from the street. In fact, Google even provided names of several companies that are contracted with the bank, as well as when more or fewer people would be found at the location.
Have you been doing this at other NASB locations, or this is like the first time you've been over here?
What you mean?
Because they talk to each other, right? All the NASB ones talk to each other. Apparently, they said that, and like I said before, individual matching your description's been doing this a few times. Is it like, do you like the NASB structures or something like that?
My description?
Yeah.
What description they give?
Sombrero style hat, black male, gray sweats, gray sweater with a camera.
You agree with that?
That's what we were told.
Yeah. Banks.
Yeah, that's how it was dispatched.
Man, I come in peace, man. No ill intent. I mean, if they would have came and talked to me, they would have seen I'm pretty like a real chill, cool guy. I could have told them like, hey,
they get nervous, you know.
Yeah, let me ask you this though, and you guys are officers. What can you see?
You can see points of egress, exits, possible weak points, glass, stuff like that.
What you used to do in your what you used to do? I didn't see it. He said he sees nothing.
That motherfucker said glass, OG.
Well, I'm sitting here. I'm like that. I don't really see. I don't even think. I ain't never been a bank robber. Obviously, this nigga. Obviously, back when he came police officer, he was a bank robber. Cause we don't see. I'm with the black nigga. I don't see everything that you see, sir. I don't see the fresh lick. So obviously, you didn't done this before.
I know you see glass, nigga. I know that.
Yeah. I see glass. I see concrete. I see some wilted ass trees.
Yeah,
I see some dirt ass grass, trash cans. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the fuck that would. Okay, yeah, that motherfucker retarded. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta give them what they're asking for.
But you saw
me. I used to be a Marine, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I salute you twice, then, man. But for somebody's not. I mean, I'm not aware of those kind of things, man. Like I didn't see nothing. And the same thing you saw, what I saw.
I mean, like,
the windows is tinted, man, and I'm on a public street. Like,
you are, yeah. We just came to talk to because they're worried. Oh, we can say, hey, we went and talked to him. He's just doing this.
Think about it this way, right? There's what, like 8 billion people in the world? Right? How many people are standing out here videotaping?
Does it matter?
Not somebody's going to do something
Over
nefarious. Not somebody is going to do nothing nefarious. It's 2024, man. Everybody has a camera.
They did the study on
right
it.
when you walk
know
out
that
your
right,
house,
Tom.
you on camera for the whole.
No, I didn't. What was the study found?
So they said it was like a billion people in well, something like that. How many people they say it's in the United States?
330.
No, we're at 370,000.
Okay, out of all them people, one thing that I heard them say was when they did the test on auditors, how many people do they have out auditing?
Million, I'm sorry, million, my bad.
Out of people that have out auditing every day in different states, they said they're in the 3,700 that are auditors between everywhere in the United States is on a daily basis is out auditing.
Oh, well, that's cool.
It makes sense to me. I'm like, it ain't like it's a big ass large number, but if you think about how many cities and little spots we got, nigga, and everybody's doing this shit, trying to come up as a YouTuber, you know how many motherfuckers on YouTube is really doing this shit? It's way more than 3,000.
I'm gonna tell you this: the fact of the matter is, there need to be every time one of these things happen like this. Of course, they're doing it to an auditor now. But every bad interaction that they have with the civilian, that could possibly create an auditor. A person that wants to motherfucking shed light on a corruption in the police department. Even if you want to call them activists of certain type, that was what actually creates them, is a bad reaction to something that happened between them and the cops. That didn't have to be. I mean, whether it is, whether or not, everyone has a camera. They should get used to it. Fuck, it's 2024. Cameras are every fucking where.
That's a fact.
Oh,
that's true. But I'm just saying, if it strikes somebody as odd,
I mean, it's okay. I totally understand that. Now, nothing against that. I'll just be kind of curious, like, what did they say?
With you.
Which one of you guys are a good speller? Who's a good speller?
Oh, hell no.
Not like basic words. Nothing like a hard word.
More trivia for you, or what?
Can you spell forwards, backwards? You can even use your notepad. You can even use your notepad.
Forwards is SDRAWROS.
You can even use your
notepad. I'm not playing all these
saying?
games with this guy. I'm not playing all these games.
Why not?
He making them look like clowns right now.
How?
It's like, what y'all do?
How?
Like, what are y'all? It's like, no, we're just gonna watch. It just looks silly to me.
Okay,
bro, this what you will want. This is what you want.
No, this ain't what. No, this make me raise my suspicion even more. I'm on borrow.
This is supposed to be called a good interaction with a civilian.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. If I'm a cop,
I did not hear him.
It would be 4 words would be SDRAWROS. Right?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
That wasn't correct.
No? Were you supposed to spell forwards and backwards? There's probably not a right answer.
Yeah, man, the answer, it was the right answer. You got it on second or on second. You didn't do it, but you said it. Yeah, you guys.
It's gonna be.
Hey, where is something good to get somewhere something to eat?
KCA continues to masterfully de-escalate the encounter with random trivia and jokes, but eventually the mood shifts as Corporal Bailey asks for KCA's ID.
And you guys are some cool guys. So you a Sarge?
Well, no, Corporal.
Okay. Well, where do that fall in the ranks? How do the ranks go?
Between patrolman and sergeant.
Okay. Okay, moving up in the ranks.
When the sergeant's out, he's in charge.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long y'all been on the force?
17 years.
Okay. You look young. I wouldn't have guessed it.
Well,
if you don't mind me putting you on the spot, how old are you?
42.
You 42?
Yeah.
What's your favorite number? 1 through 10. What come to mind?
3.
3? Yeah. If you was born 3 years ago from today, how old would you be?
Why is he asking me so much? It's like a sobriety test.
We kind of just fell right into it.
39.
Okay.
There, did it again. 3 in a row.
They wasn't right.
No? You stay around for what, man?
What do you mean?
You stay where you live at? Are you from Grandview?
I'm from Earth.
Earth?
Yeah. From this planet.
Likewise.
Yeah. Where you from?
Earth.
Okay. Hey, see, look at y'all. Y'all pretty cool, man. I like y'all. Yeah, so man, I'm not gonna be long, you know, just gonna be out here getting a couple shots.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I'm just talking to myself. That's all.
I mean, I hope you was, because I was lost like a motherfucker.
The guy is charismatic as shit.
Yeah, he is.
That's fact, yeah.
But you said he needs. You said you wouldn't be entertaining this.
No, I shut this down a long time ago.
Yeah. They should have been done that. They are, and the crazy part is they got all these obstacles in the middle of the street. Niggas got to drive around their cars and shit time. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Pull that shit over to the parking lot, Playboy.
I mean, it's an empty parking lot all the way around there. They could have.
I'm just saying.
It's an obstacle.
Yeah, obstacles. It's obstacles.
Kai said, "What's an obstacle?"
It's an obstacle. It's something in the way. It's something in the way of progress, and you going forward.
I'm glad you cleared it up. I'm glad you cleared that up. I didn't know what you were saying.
Oh, then whatever. You know, shut up, John. You know exactly what I was talking about.
I did not. That one went over my head. I didn't get that one.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
John be lying.
You have an ID on you, real quick?
You need my ID?
Just to document who we talked to. Because here's the thing, right? Legally, constitutional rights. We have detained you for a little bit, so we need to make a real quick record.
So hold on. This was good. So you just illegally detained me?
I didn't say that.
You just said you detained me.
Yeah. It's not illegal.
For what crime?
We got a call out here. It's a police call.
That's okay. You getting a call, but now you just said you detained me. To detain somebody, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. So what crime did you detain me for?
We've already explained why we're here.
Nobody asked why the officers arrived, but it soon became clear that outlining RAS was not required material to promote to corporal.
You just said you got a call.
Document your name and date of birth that says
okay. I don't have to get my ID.
Yeah, you do.
No, I do. Let's get a supervisor out here. Let's get a captain out here, sir.
Well, the captain ain't gonna come out for this.
He's gonna come out for this, sir. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, buddy.
Well, let me explain to you.
I was gonna see how much you was gonna trample on my rights. Now you guys looked good for a second.
No,
but now you trying to
trampling on any rights.
I'm in public, doing nothing nefarious.
Okay.
And you just walk up and ask me for my ID.
Accept that.
What?
Except that we got a police call for service.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
The caller articulated who you are, what you were doing,
no crime.
Physical description.
No crime.
Okay. Based on that suspicious call for service,
is suspicious a misdemeanor or a felony?
Suspicious.
It's neither. Come on, y'all lived like some good guys. Y'all just flipped the script.
You see.
Y'all just flipped the script.
Right. You're right. He brought this on themselves. He get a check.
Yeah.
He better get a check. Obviously, these niggas is. Yeah, go ahead. You gonna say no? You about to say exactly what I was about to say. He made them look what?
He made him look stupid earlier. He made him look stupid now. They entertained this way too low.
They
should shut it down a long time ago. I knew he was about to do this to him. It's like you did this too long. You brought this on yourself.
Oh no, it gets worse, sir. It's
like you brought this on yourself. You deserve everything you about to get.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree with you, John.
Because we're out here for a lawful call for service, and we contacted you lawfully.
Yes, the officers contacted KCA lawfully. But what's important here is how the courts would categorize this contact. If no suspicion of criminal activity exists, this interaction would be viewed as consensual, meaning that KCA would be well within his rights to walk away from the officers and ignore their very existence. But when Corporal Bailey detained KCA for no other reason but, as he stated, to document it, and likely to run him for warrants, the officer unwittingly violated KCA's Fourth Amendment protections to be free from warrantless seizures.
But okay, you don't have to agree. I'm just telling you.
We most definitely finna shout. Okay, I'm going to the police department. That's not law. That's not law, sir. That's not law. To show ID, sir.
Can I ask what you've been doing?
You need reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is being committed. Now, you cannot turn. He putting his gloves. He ready to go hands on.
He's cold-blooded. Hey, listen, hands cold. What do you do for a living?
Why does it matter?
Wait a minute, nigga. His hands ain't been cold the entire time. Now his hands
He
are
ready to
cold.
go. He ready to go hands on. You know what them gloves mean?
Them the old shit kickers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we acting. And then he gonna say he cold-blooded, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just curious now. You was asking me all kinds of questions and I answered them. Come on now.
That's fine.
And you know what I do for a living. I'm asking you what you
use them to least
he played you.
now.
He played you.
I'm asking you because I want to explain it.
Okay, I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, you don't have to.
I'm just out here exercising rights.
Okay.
Now, if you try to turn legal, constitutional, protected activity into a crime to try to get my ID, that look bad, Officer Bailey.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Am I legally required to give you my ID right now on this call? I am not.
Yes, you are.
Yes, let's get a captain out here, sir.
No, captain's not going to come out.
Let's get a captain. If somebody's trying to infringe on your rights, a captain should come out here. If I'm calling somebody higher than you, sir.
What'll happen is you'll be placed under arrest for failing to identify.
That's a secondary crime. You got to commit a first crime first to even have to ID, sir.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
I challenge you on that, sir. You want to arrest you?
You don't want to do that because
that's on you, sir. That's on you. Your qualified immunity is gone. Everything because you stepping on constitutional rights now, Mr. Officer Bailey.
Okay, but can I explain something to you?
Go ahead. I was just saying that's some cool guys, but that's why you cannot trust the police.
What did you say?
He's too dumb to explain anything to him. You need to just shut up and just listen
Oh
to the
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Listen
yeah.
to the camera
Well,
guy.
he gonna say it right now. This is why you don't trust the police, and this is where everything is about to go left. He about to get hands put on him. As soon as he heard him say, "Don't trust the police," oh, nigga, it's like he thought he heard "fuck the police," and you be about to see. I ain't even seen this, but I can tell you where it's about to go.
Know what should happen? They should know that they're being outsmarted.
Yes.
Well, what it is that ego won't let them let it go. It won't let them let it go for nothing. They like, nope, we gotta take you in because you may know more than I do, and I can't show you that you could be possibly right.
Yep.
It's insane. And they know he knows his law. So why would you continuously go with someone that you know is standing on business? Crazy.
Yeah, yep. You should have known when in the beginning he had you talking and laughing too much. Something was wrong.
He said something was wrong. This nigga John's stupid.
John tells no lies. When the motherfucker is too nice to you, got you laughing, joking, and giggling, and you out there and you know goddamn that you need to do something, you either need to go do it or you need to leave. One of the two. Because now you out there talking to him and you ain't even doing your job that you came out there to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
as soon as they try to make it official, he got official with them too. It's like, hey, he too smart. He's 2 steps ahead of y'all. We about 5 steps ahead of them.
Absolutely.
Police, because y'all act like cool guys and then try to flip the script.
And now you're interrupting. You won't even let me talk.
Because the whole thing, man, you act like a good. Go ahead. Let me let you talk. Let me let you talk.
Okay.
That's why you can't trust the police.
Okay.
What follows is a word salad that would make Kamala Harris blush.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know?
I just told you. I've been doing this for 17 years.
Infringing on people, right?
No. I've been doing this line of work for 17 years, right?
Okay.
I have done that without complaint or lawsuit on my record.
Okay, this will be the first.
No, it won't be.
This will be the
Because
first, sir.
This is the thing.
Go ahead.
Between the two of us,
Uh-huh.
I am the subject matter expert on the law, and that includes constitutional law. I have hundreds of hours of study and application of that in my line of work. We are out here for a lawful reason. You've been contacted for a lawful purpose, us performing our duties. That is 100% true, whether you like it or not. And it is within that course of my duties that I'm asking you to provide a name and date of birth that I can verify.
Go ahead, OG.
We should have did that a long time ago, John. Yeah,
Right,
he should have did that a long time ago.
He said this. He said I never had a lawsuit. He said it's gonna be your first. He said it's gonna be your first. He said he should have walked off right there. He said, you know what, sir, you free to go. I'm gonna let you go. You should see this dude like 3 steps ahead of you. I don't know why.
No, sir. There's one thing that I know. That ego. Once you put that badge on, that ego gets you, boy.
Put the badge on. Common sense gotta go. Ego
gotta
got to
go.
come on. Ego gotta come up.
We can let you go.
That's incorrect. Let me ask you a question.
I'm not going to ask you.
Let me ask you a question.
Go to jail.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now.
I will answer it, and then you will identify yourself.
So
before you
listen,
go to jail.
if I'm standing on the sidewalk eating a bowl of cereal, and someone don't like that,
That's
just
not
listen. Just listen.
People can say what you're doing.
Anything. You can't turn a constitutional. This is First Amendment, freedom of the press.
And I'm not stopping you from recording.
But that's what you're doing.
No, I'm not stopping.
Anybody can say anything is suspicious. You standing on the corner eating a bowl of cereal. Why is he on this corner eating a bowl of cereal?
Because suspicious.
That's suspicious.
You're recording a building, not only just a building, a bank, which banks get robbed.
But what's suspicious about from public? There's
I've already explained that.
But there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. Nobody's accusing you of violating any kind of privacy laws.
So listen, sir. You say you've been doing this for so long, and you should even know this too. What was your name again?
Officer Savage.
Savage. Listen, to get someone ID, they have to commit a crime.
They don't.
Not just a service call.
They don't.
They do, sir.
All we need is reasonable suspicion, and we
of a crime. Of a crime. What crime am I doing?
Always leave that part off, dude. He has outsmarted y'all. Let it go. Let it go. He ain't. You know he ain't lying.
Cause it must be the money. He about to get that paper. You hear me?
This is dumb.
Man.
But OG, guess what?
What's
It
that?
gets worse. It gets
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I already know.
I'm simply just recording, sir.
I've already
Big
asked.
Savage about to go savage.
I've already
now you can polite. You can polite. Yes, and I did nothing wrong.
And I asked you a handful of questions.
So let me ask you this. Me doing nothing wrong. I just simply out here with my GoPro in public because someone don't like me pointing at their building. There's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm exercising constitutional protected rights.
I completely understand what you.
And I wouldn't resist or anything if you guys want to attack me or anything. I see you trying to circle behind me. I come in peace. I'm really the most chill guy. But my thing is, I exercise my rights, and I don't let anyone infringe on the rights.
Okay,
that's all I'm doing.
And you're not going to find somebody.
I see you circling behind me. He knows exactly what they're doing before they do it.
Oh yeah.
And he said, "You will not find anyone more in lockstep with than me." Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Okay.
We are out here on a suspicious activity call.
That's not a crime.
Every legal right to identify you.
To ask for it.
Identify you. There's case law. You need.
What law is it? So what law?
You need to do research.
What law?
I cannot tell you the name of the case.
Why
law
not?
Right now
25 years?
Because 17 years.
17.
Because I know hundreds and hundreds of laws, and I don't know a specific name.
But y'all always get IDs. This should be at the top of your list, though.
Whenever I see an encounter where an officer plays the good guy before arbitrarily flipping into tyrant mode, I think of Dr. Robert Higgs, who famously said, quote, "The whole good cop, bad cop question can be disposed of much more decisively. We need not enumerate what proportion of cops appears to be good, or listen to someone's anecdote about his Uncle Charlie, an allegedly good cop. We need only consider the following. A cop's job is to enforce the laws, all of them. Many of the laws are manifestly unjust, and some are even cruel and wicked. Therefore, every cop has agreed to act as an enforcer for laws that are manifestly unjust or even cruel and wicked. There are no good cops." Whether you adopt the same reasoning is up to you, but at this point, Officer Bailey, after failing to manipulate Casey A into handing over his ID, resorts to the classic appeal to authority fallacy, claiming that his 17 years of experience as a law enforcement officer makes him the expert on what is and is not legal. However, most officers aren't deeply educated on the law itself. They serve in a role more akin to middle management, following orders from higher-ups, often assuming that because they're in a position of authority, their commands must be obeyed, and that their interpretation of the law is the law, when in reality, citizens often have a greater incentive to understanding the laws that affect them. If we don't, we can face serious consequences. On the other hand, when a law enforcement officer misinterprets or enforces their own version of a law that doesn't even exist, they're indemnified or protected by qualified immunity and face little to no consequences whatsoever. Today, Corporal Bailey has volunteered to demonstrate this for you.
It's like you're addicted to IDs. Be honest. Why do you want my ID? You want to run my name? That's all you want to do?
I am documenting.
Because I did no crime, sir.
We stood here for how long?
I did
now?
no crime.
How
Here,
long have we
you've
stood
been here. He's been here for 12 minutes. You've been here for
12 minutes.
14 and a half.
12 minutes.
We just been having a cordial conversation.
Except
being cool guys.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then. Did you feel like you had the right to leave at every moment of this conversation?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
When I see him coming, like, why would I run from you? I did nothing wrong.
We were going to run.
So when you came, I'm like, let me just have a cordial conversation. Because my thing is, I love shining light on the police.
Okay.
Now, whether you look good or bad, that's on you. I'm actually here to make you guys look good. To show that you know the law.
I do.
That's all I do.
But here's the problem. And you know,
that's all I do.
You know the basic constitutional rights. That's very clear. What you haven't studied.
That's all I'm exercising.
Is the case law that comes from that stuff. Thousands and thousands and thousands of police calls for service and contacts every single year, and they all go just like this.
I do, Officer Bailey, sir.
Okay, but you don't know because you would know what I'm saying is accurate.
Some of them niggas find out. Hey, what you out here for? What you doing? Okay, yeah, okay. All right,
Sure,
exactly. That's a goddamn lie. I said what he's saying is a goddamn lie, because most officers who already know about this shit and the ones that's already hip to it and already been through it, they don't do this dumb shit that y'all doing. They pull up next to them niggas. Hey, how you doing, sir? Oh, I'm doing all right. They had a little fun conversation. They dip the fuck off because they know what them niggas is out there doing and they going about their motherfucking business. They job is done. They did their check.
That's all they're there to do is check.
That's
sure
it.
You're not doing nothing nefarious and go on about their business.
That's it. It ain't
Other than
that.
that, you full of shit.
And nobody's stopping you from exercising. I haven't asked you to stop recording.
Okay.
Well, I haven't.
What identify yourselves to your
I haven't even told you can't video the buildings.
So what about the Fourth Amendment?
What about it?
What about the Fourth Amendment? Because that's what you're doing right now. You asked me for my ID.
What about it?
I have rights to privacy, sir. I don't have to show my ID if I haven't committed a crime. And then you said failure to ID. I have to commit a crime first. I have to show you my ID. Failure to ID is a secondary crime, sir. How am I educating you on 17 years on this?
You're not educating me because you're incorrect.
No, I'm
you
not.
are incorrect.
So what is the Fourth Amendment? What is the Fourth Amendment? Because that's what we hear right now. This is the Fourth Amendment. Me recording is my First Amendment. You're asking me for my ID. This is the Fourth.
I'm going to arrest you at this point.
I'm not going to resist.
Okay. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
I'm not going to take that out of your hand yet. For nothing, dude. All you have to tell me is your name. For nothing. I did nothing wrong.
This looks bad. This looks real bad.
Explain it to you because you don't like it.
It's what it looks like.
That's not it, sir. Because you don't exercise the right. Okay. So you're.
It looks bad because it is bad.
Yes, it's real bad.
Like you just
he played y'all.
He played you like a motherfucking fiddle.
It's like as soon as that conversation started, like, you know what, dude, you too smart for me. I'm out of here. Have a good day.
Sometimes people just need that crack, boy.
Just know when somebody's too smart, they're smarter than you. Figure it out. Hey, you know what, dude, you're right. You got it. This battle is yours.
Go ahead, OG. What you say?
I was talking to baby about the cat.
Oh, okay.
You're a First Amendment auditor, probably. I got a YouTube channel, think you're cool, a bunch of followers. You don't understand the law like I do.
I didn't, sir.
You don't.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Because I don't.
You arrested me for nothing wrong.
I don't come to your place of business and tell you how to do your job.
I'm not at your place of business.
You are.
I'm in public, sir.
You are at my place of business. Where do I operate?
All right, for your safety in mind, I'm going to pass the job and give anything on you. I have nothing on me, sir. I have nothing. Ain't nothing in my pocket but my cell phone. Where's your ID? I don't have my ID. What's your last name?
I played the fifth.
What's your last name, sir? You said you're arrested. I got right to name. You need to read me my land.
But this is not a guilt-seeking question, and I don't need to read you Miranda rights. Again, you're incorrect. So, what is your last name?
Fifth.
I'm still required just to make sure for my safety and yours.
Identify yourself is only going to make.
Hey, don't you have the right to remain silent?
We're not debating anything. What is your last name? What is your last name? Okay. We'll just ID at the jail, or you'll sit there.
I have the right to remain silent.
I'm not asking you guilt-seeking questions, dude. No, your idea is not a guilt-seeking question. You need to do some more studying, big guy. Did you collect his property yet?
I don't have nothing on me.
Hey, do you got a cell phone? You got this? I am going to stop your recording.
The officers turn off KCA's camera and take him to jail, where he was put in a holding cell for about 2 hours, during which he continued to refuse to provide his identification. He eventually spoke with a supervisor about the incident, and the supervisor asked Corporal Bailey what KCA's charges were, and when the only charge was failure to ID, and given the complete lack of articulable facts relating to his involvement in any criminal activity, Corporal Bailey was ordered to return KCA to where he was unlawfully arrested. Initially, Corporal Bailey intended to drop KCA off at his vehicle, likely to run his plates. However, KCA insisted on being left in the spot he was taken from to show members of the bank that called 911 that he was released right back to where he was kidnapped.
Officer Bailey, like, I'm not going to put you in any handcuffs. I'm just going to drop you off back to your car. I said, no, you're going to drop me right back off where you picked me up at. Where you picked me up at, I went to jail in front of everybody. So you're going to drop me off in front of everybody. So on the way back to the location, Officer Bailey ain't even man enough to be like, you know what, man, I apologize for what took place. I was wrong. That was wrong. I apologize for what I did for you. Instead, it's just completely silence. And when we get to the location, he's trying to drop me off way in the back of the parking lot. You guys are going to see. I'm like, this is not where you picked me up at. He said, this is good enough. He said, this is good enough. So I run, hurry up, hop out, grab my... You're going to see. Just take a look at this, you guys. This is what happened when he dropped me off.
Hey, y'all, so this is Bailey, y'all. They took me to jail. This is Bailey, bro. I just got out of booking. That's Bailey. Here go my stuff. I just got out of jail. I didn't give them my name. Y'all can't get nothing from me. I didn't give them my name. They took me to jail. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I tried to tell them, y'all. Do you want to call a captain?
He tried to tell him.
You want to get somebody that know what's going on and ask them what's going on? Do you want to call a captain? He said he been on the force 17 years. He know what's going on, and I'm obligated to give him my ID. Yeah, he learned real quick. He didn't want to drop me back off where they picked me up at. They picked me up right here. So yeah. Let me get my stuff, y'all. Y'all already know what's next. Y'all already know what we got to do.
KCA intends to pursue civil action against both officers. He recently obtained the body cam footage and police report and tells me that he will be publishing it soon, if not already. If it is published, it will be linked below. If not, this original video will be provided instead. Either way, be sure to head over there and let him know I sent you. And until next time, let me know what you think of this interaction in the comments below. And if you liked this video, check out another episode, linked on screen.
Oh, gee. That was the beginning of the encounter. He had his gloves on. Why did he take them off? And then say, oh.
He got cold. Yeah. Look at the vehicle behind them niggas. After all this shit that they doing, bro, these motherfucking vehicle got to swerve past it, got to come through here. Can't even turn where he at because his big ass is blocking where his vehicle is right behind him. You know what I'm saying? But basically, they got to go around the opposite way because you blocking the goddamn street. Then the other officer pull up right there where the SUV is. So yeah, bro, they always in the wrong.
Yeah, amazing how they dropped him back off. See, the thing about it, I thought they couldn't unarrest a motherfucker. Ain't that what we was told? We can't unarrest you once you've been arrested.
They ain't had to give his name. They came back. They wrote John Doe on the bag. That's crazy, nigga.
It's amazing. Don't fuck with people that actually audit all the time unless they're doing something absolutely wrong. Because 9 times out of 10, they know a little bit more than you do. I guarantee he could have gave him a whole bunch of case laws for this shit, but he said there's case laws against this. Oh, what? Which one? When he asked him, he said, I can't remember all the case laws. Then why mention it then? It's amazing. But we out here getting these W's out in this bitch.
That's a fact.
These was easy.
I got all W's today.
You're a goddamn liar.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you what the hell you talking about.
I got all W. I don't know what we're doing here.
They're on them drugs.
What L did I take today?
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No. I took no L's today. I take all W's all times.
Oh, okay. All right.
You took a line L, you took a lick and boot L, nigga. You taking all type of L's today.
That's a
what
fact.
you talking about?
All right. Well, shit. This was a good day. We even got here out of time on time to everything. We on time today.
Look at
shit. Thank y'all for coming out here. This was just a show reflection of some accountability for these officers. Only thing we didn't get is some of them fired. That's next step is to see if they get fired, placed on suspension or something. Because if you haven't noticed lately on Hook Nose, which is the civil rights lawyer or civil rights attorney, and on Lackluster, these cops, once these videos have been pushed out to the ethers, it's been 17 cops that have been fired in the last 3 months. 17. Let's keep it going. If they can't fucking get right, they don't need to be on the force. And I'm not all about keeping bad cops on the force. And if they can be retrained, they need to be retrained. But if their actions are still the same, they need to get the fuck up out of there. You cannot keep supporting failures. And that's the problem what we do in America. We support failures all the time. And re-support them. And continue to support them. Just like the motherfucking education system. It's a failure. I think next week, OG, I want to take a look at some of these judges out here, dog.
Oh, okay.
There's been 4 judges that have been I want to say recalled. I don't think it's recalled, but been kicked off the bench. 4 that I've seen lately.
Well, we might get more than that because I think OG gonna get smart. I think I'm gonna have to send something in on Brian. We need to get that bitch up out of there. I'm gonna need y'all to sign this petition I'm gonna come up with, and I'm gonna send it to y'all personally. We're gonna get her gone.
Hey, as long as she can take goddamn her head honcho sorry bitch with her. What the fuck is that name? What the hell is that? Ritter. You get Christina Ritter out of there too. Get both them bitches out of there. We straight. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. We can sign, make a double petition to get both of them bitches out of there. This shit is crazy. Next is drop by discussion 1 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central. Be there, be square. I will be there, seeing how we out here. And let's continue with the conversation as we get out of here. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you, and we are out.
Peace.